And ladies and gentlemen, it is game time yet again. E4E A New Dawn, Americas. I'm Chief, and today I'm joined by my homie Biku. How are you, brother?
I am so ready to see some plays. I'm ready to see what the West has to offer in terms of Aperon gameplay. We've casted Nova. We're going to be casting this game where we're just going to be seeing the top players just hack at it with each other. I'm excited this morning. How about you?
So many top players, so much talent. I mean, even the round of 16 was super intense, a lot of 2-1s. And today we're gonna be jumping in the round of 8. We're gonna be showing you guys all of the matches. It's gonna be hype. And man, I casted last night. I went to bed. I woke up. I had a coffee, a quick shower, and here we go again, baby. We are at it, and I cannot wait. I just cannot wait.
That's for sure. What are we getting for the next game? Tune in, guys. Let's find out. Because I just want to be seeing some people killing each other. Yeah, a lot of favorites are already done and eliminated, so we're already moving up. And what an interesting matchup we do have here, because they're in different brackets, and it's a possibility that this would happen. Could be a rematch between Logic and Rallo, but yeah, stay tuned for that. If that could happen, that is so gonna be hype.
I mean, they got a lot of people to take out first, but agreed, those are two of the favorites in this bracket amongst all of the giants. So, let's go over the format really quick. Format is very, very simple. We're going to be doing best of 3s all the way until the finals, and then we're going to have a best of 5 finals. It's single elimination and open planets and apostles. So you can use anything you want, bring the OP stuff, bring the pain, and let's see who's the king of the ring.
Oh yeah, bring in everything. Bring in the sustain stuff. Bring in the AC5s or whatever people are saying it is OP right now. Just do it, man. Because we've already seen it before, and we'll see it again, especially with the one that you did in the East, where it's shown that just because you're not playing ladder, when you're in a tournament format, the game is so much different than it is on ladder.
Absolutely, and yeah, FC5 was king yesterday. And, I'm curious to see if it's going to be king today. I don't think it is. I think on the Americas servers, they play a lot more nimble gameplay. They're moving around, a lot of air, a lot of AC5. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that. That's at least what I'm accustomed to when I see these guys play. But, it is tournament time. This is esports. And as we saw last night from Zach from Ancient 8, it's not the same thing as when you play in the arena, because in the arena, you don't know who you're going to match up with. You don't know what the matchup's going to be. So you play what you play. You play your game, right? When you go into these best of tournament matches, as soon as you match up with someone, you already know, okay, this guy likes this play style. He has these NFTs. This is what is possible. And you're able to go into the match with a plan. Like, before the break, you can already counter the guy. Zach was doing that. So I'm curious to see how the players are going to do that today. And what is your opinion on that? And how much thought have you put into that as a competitive player yourself?
As a competitive player myself, of course. First things first, you got to realize what the opponent is playing. If he's playing some Earth C5 stuff, that's going to be DPS, or if they're going to be playing something bursty like an Air C6 or the Gusman Unbound. So there are passives and perks that deal with those specifically, and apostles that deal with those specifically. So the first game is always going to be the learning game between everybody and their comps. If they're sniping each other on their streams, learning and knowing what they have, especially what they have in their inventory, what apostles they have, they get to check it out, sure, but at least the competitive scene is evolving. So at some point we're going to have to have them sign up. Okay, you can only use these 3 planets, so that everybody knows what you got, and they're going to be prepared to maybe counter it, because you are allowed to bring 6 apostles into the game, and that's kind of like your side deck on your round 1 and your round 2.
Yeah, I mean, that there's a lot of interesting formats for the future of this game, including, planet cap, apostle caps. We'll see if it's even necessary. It may be though, and that's really exciting because that really is going to allow Web3 esports to do something that Web2 esports can't do. Right? There is no ownership of anything. Everyone has all the same stuff in Web 2. In Web 3, you have different stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how that evolves. Let's pull up the bracket and let's look at what is going down today, what we're going to be looking at, and what we're going to be watching.
All right. So seeing here, okay, so Philly, top 10, top 5, I believe right now. I think he's 4th place and facing against Gade. Gade, that's how you pronounce it, right? Gade as well. And we have Rallo versus from Meditate, yeah, and also Rallo versus Karim. And this was a massive, well, this opened my eyes really because Toby held 1st place for so long. Karim right now is sitting at 10th place in the current leaderboard, and he wins against him 2-1. So it's Karim versus Rallo. Are we going to see Karim turn heads against Rallo?
Hey man, if he takes out Rollo as well, then I'm gonna call him the Ape Killer. Because APG came into this tournament or into this top 16 with 7 players, and we're already down to like 1, potentially. Oh yeah, no, we got mollywopped in the 1st round. Yeah. But it's okay. This is high competition, right? This is very, very tough stuff that these players are doing. So Gap, another very strong player in a tough match with Tate, and J-Tim versus B-Bang. So, you know, there are a lot of battlers still in this. Logic against Tinop is going to be an absolutely savage match. We know Logic has been, you know, pushing to the finals in every tournament he's been in. And he's a grinder. He won his 1st match, turned on the camera and started dancing. The man is vibing. He's vibing. And I love it because every time he plays, he's always vibing. He's always happy. He's always positive. He doesn't seem to get super tilted. And if he does, he doesn't seem to show it.
Yeah, that's true. Logic is really at that training to be zen as possible. He's even doing hot yoga. So maybe all this to become the Kung Fu master of Aperon, you know?
Hey, that's what it takes. Because it takes a lot of hours. And, you know, part of being the best is staying untilted and getting good value for your time. All right, so we're about ready for our 1st match. And, you know, before we jump in, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Loot Rush. Thank you guys so much for supporting this and supporting Aperon. If you're a new player and you're looking to get into the game, you're not sure if you want to like fully commit and buy an NFT or even take up a full scholarship spot where, you know, the manager might get angry if you don't grind it up, then this is your way to do it. Go to Loot Rush, sign up, get an account. And, you know, some of the players today that didn't make it past the 1st round are also going to get some Loot Rush accounts. And they probably have NFTs, so maybe they can give it to a scholar or a friend and help bring more people over into this amazing game of Aperon.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually using the Loot Rush accounts because there are so many good planets, and it kind of fixes the problem of wanting to try as many planets as possible. Is this my playstyle? Is this the one that I want to go? Go try Loot Rush, you guys, because your first sign up, I heard you already get like, I think you get a discount on your first rental. So yeah, thank you, Loot Rush.
Hell yeah. And a big shout out to E4E as well for holding it down. We've got some awesome tech in the background, getting us clean feeds from every player. And I think it's game time, Biku. I think we're ready for our 1st match, and it's going to be Logic versus Tinop.
Oh, let's go. Right off the bat, we're already going for
cái xạ mẹ tôi à. Nhưng tôi nghĩ không đủ.
the Nova tournament. We're going to be watching Logic to get it down, using that delta against Tinop with the Foresty. So the thing about the similarities between their planets is that they both have water and air, but with Tinop, there's a little bit of earth in there, so some sustain. So can Logic crack the code, crack the armor onto Tinop?
Và có lẽ
That
đến bây
is the
giờ
question,
những điều đấy
and
chúng
I
ta có vẻ
think he
bị
can because
lãng quên.
Logic knows how to
Thì
do
khi
his
đọc những bức
thingy.
thư tôi cảm
He's
thấy
very
rất là
good
rõ
with
chuyện này.
this
Và tôi quyết định
cold
là
water,
sẽ
and then in the
viết lại
late
một
game bringing
cuốn
out
sách lần đầu tiên trong
the
đời.
air
Và tôi cũng đã nói là chắc là cuốn sách cuối
C5s
cùng
and
của
just
mình.
really
Lúc đầu viết
smushing
thì không ai
his
đọc cả.
opponents throughout the
Tôi
game.
phát hiện ra là việc
All right,
tôi mang
that's
tất cả các bức
interesting.
thư
So it could
và
be
tôi
just a
đánh máy lại
purely
và sắp xếp lại thành quyển
water
sách
C4.
sẽ
Could
không
just
ai
be
đọc.
purely a
Trừ tôi.
cold water
Dạ vâng.
build
Đến
here.
con
So he's
tôi nó
going
không
to
đủ
the
kiên nhẫn.
backside,
Okay.
doing some
Và tôi hiểu
autos,
rằng
just
mình phải
doesn't
kể
give a
lại câu
care.
chuyện.
And
chuyện
he just
bằng những bức
switcheroos
thư
away, right
về
right
cả
when
một thời
Tinop
kỳ
is
lịch sử.
already right at him
Câu
with
chuyện
the zip
bằng
zap
những
orb.
bức thư
Tinop, okay,
để
playing the
nói
Earth
tình
C5.
yêu một
Okay, so
đôi
it is
chap.
an AC5
Câu chuyện
build.
bằng
He
những bức
has
thư
the
để nói tình yêu đôi vợ
Gusman
chồng.
Unbound already in
Và
his
trong
hand.
đó
Doesn't really have much of a setup.
thấy
Might
rất
be
rõ
looking
một
for
tình yêu đất nước.
maybe anything
Em
that
nghĩ là
stuns him
từ
close distance. And oh my
trong
god,
những bức
will
thư
he get him in the root trap? He
như cái tài
doesn't.
sản
Tinop dashes
mà người
away
con
from
lúc
the root
đấy
trap
đã có
slide
thể
just
giữ.
in time. He was
nhưng mà
not
khi phải dịch
falling
chuyển
for
nó
that.
thành
He
một câu chuyện
knew
lớn hơn.
that the hunter
Nhiều
does
cái
have
lớp
root
ở
trap
trong đó.
slide, so he got away from
Cái chuyện
that.
nghiên
Gets the
cứu lại
stun
các
with the
cái
leaping
dữ
shield
liệu
bomb,
của
but the
thời
Gusman
đấy
does not
có
find that much damage. Logic trying to make something happen with the return, but the return only takes him to a quarter health. That's still enough for him to actually heal right back up, but does get the copy from the card shark. Could be making something happen, but it does get canceled. Does not get the second hit on the Gusman Unbound. And yeah, so we're chilling right now. Half health on Tinop, but he can just heal that right back up since Logic still has a lot of apostles alive.
So yeah, that was what I was trying to say. Is Logic has not done as much damage as he, maybe possible, but he's gotten so many apostles down so quickly. Tinop is down to only guardians, and they're gonna get chunked down moment by moment by all of the damage left by Logic. And now Logic is fighting out of his cold water, so he's healing. Tinop is just getting chipped down, trying to get some stuns with his zip zaps. But, it's not doing the most damage right now. Tinop still has lots of heal in hand, though, because he's been saving those EC5s for the late game.
That's true, but if you've noticed, Tinop has been
cancel.
canceling a lot of he's been canceling so many things on the side of Tinop. So it's kind of difficult for Logic to actually pull off anything aggressive right now because he's just getting canceled over and over and over again. I saw an AC5 gets canceled. I saw a cold water ritual get canceled, and he's gonna get canceled again. He's preventing Logic from actually doing his combos. Logic is now sitting at 2 mana, trying to just make him stop canceling my shit. Because here it comes, another zip zap orb right on top of Logic. He can't cast his cold water. He's gonna be casting his leaping shield bomb to maybe make something happen, but he doesn't have the mana for any of his cold water. He's already taken extremely low. The circle is already as low enough. Once after 5 seconds, it's the AC5 that dominates the map, and I think Logic just has to accept his fate here because he's just done.
Over. This one's over. This one's over.
Tinop, dude,
that was
the
sick.
cancellation. Tinop was canceling Logic like a Twitter allegation, dude. Now, my God.
I think Tinop came in prepared for this matchup, and I think the zip zap is the answer, right? He never allowed Logic any chance to really get a feel for the game. Early game was fine. And then in the late game, every single time Logic tried to play a card, it was either a zip zap or one of those guardians. It was funny. Tinop had almost nothing on the field at the end, but his guardians got a lot of value, and there was a lot of chain stunning going on. So well played by Tinop there. Logic losing game 1, but this is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. So nothing is done yet.
That's true, and it makes you think, like, where is Tinop finding all of these tailwind dashes? Where is he finding all these cancellations? And Logic got a little bit frustrated and kind of steered away from the plan. The plan was supposed to be cast as many cold waters as possible before the final circle is out, where his Earth C5 will truly shine. But he was too late. It was 5 seconds in, and he just accepted his fate right there. But can he turn things around in game number 2?
So Logic is even trying to throw magic bombs at Tinop. He might be a little bit frazzled, I'm not gonna lie. Because throwing random magic bombs in the middle of the map is not usually the play. Logic seems to be feeling the pressure. He does get off the cold water right before the stun, and he's going for a headshot. Is it gonna connect?
Is he gonna connect?
No.
Oh no, the switcheroo just exactly for the return. Taking at half health, but we've already seen it in the first game that taking Tinop at half health doesn't really do much because the Earth C5, ooh, it's gonna get canceled. And look at that. This could be the turnover, putting them at a tie. But let's not put out Tinop yet. He could still possibly win this, actually.
Yeah, he gets a lot of heals, and we know that once the circle starts closing, the zip zap gets really annoying for Logic. So, with all the heal on the field for Tinop, he's still in a good spot, but Logic seems to be in a better spot than last game. And now he knows that in the late game, he's going to be absolutely harassed and punished by Tinop. So I think Logic's going to be ready. We know this man is a very strong gamer. He is a grinder. And oh no, he just walked into the baby cage.
Into the baby cage. He thought it was his own. He saw that Tinop use his tailwind dash. That could have been his moment. That could have been his time. But the switcheroo is going to save him right after that fall up. Still cast the AC5 anyway. Tinop is taken extremely low. Could get the magic bomb right there. But he saw the magic bomb. He's going to walk away. And that AC5 just gets deutered. Doesn't deal any damage at all.
That time Logic did get onto his own baby cage, and he's in a better spot this time. He's not getting hard canceled each time. He's also not really trying to play the cold water, right? He's just going straight for the damage. And he gets off a cold water. That might be good game, honestly. That cold water is absolutely huge. It's going to allow Logic to heal. It means that Tinop has to dance around the edge. And look at that return. Tinop down to one hit. And here we go. Is he going to get off the feathers? Or is he going to get
hairs
stunned?
from this armor. Just a little bit more, and this is going to be a win for Logic. Can this be it? The Flurry of Winds does not hit a single one. The Earth C5 is out, and he gets it. Logic takes it to game 3.
That was close, bro.
I know, dude.
Because if he doesn't kill right there, the EC5 is going to win the game for Tinop. He's going to heal, he's going to crush, he's going to stun, like everything's going to go wrong. Wow. This is a great way to start the day, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I gotta say. Wow, wow, wow. Good morning, good evening to everyone out there. Thank you for joining. Sourbeck, Groz, Young Yoshi, what is good, our buddy K-Rim, Papsadelic, E4E, Patata. Welcome, everyone. We're going to game 3, set 1. Woo, Biku, we got some action on our hands. Let's go,
That's true.
baby.
That's true. And it's not even a total wash. Like, even in that last game, in that very last moment, in the last 10 seconds of the previous match, like, you can't even lock in your belief that Logic was going to win that round, because there was so many things that Tinop could pull out of himself, like, because it was already at the final circle, and he did get the Earth C5 down, but he was taking way too much damage. So now this is the deciding match. Yes.
Baby cages have been insanely valuable this game. It's kind of crazy. I've never seen so much baby cage value in a competitive match. And there it is again, right? Like over and over and oh, there's another one. And they keep hitting them, they keep charging them. So, to players out there, baby cage strong.
Oh my god, okay, I think this is the Logic special now. I think he has his number. He's been waiting and watching Tinop for his tailwind dashes and also his baby cages. So the moment that those two have both been used, he doesn't really mind the follow-up, but once those are both been used, he can just freely use his cold water ritual. If you look at how he's been playing, he's just been watching Tinop, just pouncing at him like just stalking him like a tiger watching his prey.
Yeah, I agree. No, that has been an amazing adjustment from Logic. Also using his hunters and his traps really well. Trying to just keep map control and keep the pressure on. Was that a cancel? It wasn't, was it? He didn't get the card off. Or was it? It might have been.
No, it wasn't a cancel. I mean, he did get the EC5 down, so that's gonna keep Tinop alive. 15 seconds left before it's
on Logic.
Oh, I see.
Tinop might have, when he dashed in, Logic was thinking about playing some feathers. I wasn't sure if it happened. But anyway, moving on. So Tinop, half health. Logic, about a third down. Oh, no, not quite. Tinop's healing up pretty decently. But here we go. Feathers coming out. Zip Zap's coming out. Logic got stunned.
Oh my god, gets the snare on the tailwind dash. Oh my god, taking very low, takes the headshot in. The return could be massive. Still has some armor down. 15 seconds left before it's the sweet spot for the Earth C5. Logic needs to think quick, think fast, and he's casting all of his cold water rituals. Tinop using that Earth C5 to make something happen, but he already has the cold water down. He just needs to make the second pop. If he dashes out just in time for the pop to not deal any damage, no, it's still not going to be enough. The ring is now closing. It is now the sweet spot for Tinop. Tinop gets to sit pretty in the middle, but Gustwind gets Logic the win. Damn.
Oh my goodness. Tinop had that one apostle left from Logic, and he kept hitting him with the EC5s and kept healing just a little, just staying alive as soon as that apostle died. And I was like, shit, it's all red. And I don't got nowhere to go.
You thought he had Logic in the ropes. Finally, I'm at the final circle. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Gets the Earth C5 down, but he didn't know Logic can just go surfing outside of the zone just for a little bit till the moment he can cast the Gust Wind. No cancellations possible. Bam! Gets that win on the first round.
Yeah, that was amazing. That is a great way to start the day right there. That is our first of 3 sets. At this point, I feel like we might go 3, unless Logic just figured it out. But Tinop is fighting strong. Tinop is holding it down. And I think I still see some fight. I still feel like there's some fight in there.
That's true. I mean, that was like the first round. We said it already. That was just a learning session for both of them. Now they can switch it up. They can change their planets. They can change their apostle lineups. Will Tinop bring something else into the table, or is he gonna be playing the same song to Logic? Because Logic is a guy, he is a person that learns. If you give him the chance to learn how you play, he will play you like an instrument, dude.
Oh, bro, for sure. Even when I play people 2, 3, 4 times, I usually end up winning later if I wasn't winning in the beginning.
Right.
I'm pretty good at adjusting. Yeah, and this game is interesting. Once you get decent, you realize it's just a puzzle. Every match is a puzzle. They have something, you have something. How does your something beat their something? Right?
That's true.
And you just have to keep adjusting.
Exactly. It's almost the same as like Axie Classic. The way I compare it to Axie Classic is because of the fact that both of you are watching your own mana, both of you are watching your own cards. Oh, you've used 2 of these cards? Okay, now's my time to actually do this because you have no way of canceling anything. So yeah, it's really mind games. But the way Logic can change the rhythm in a span of learning and losing in one game is really what makes him a great player.
Oh, because he got smushed in game 1. He got absolutely smushed.
Oh yeah, he got smushed in game 1, and he wasn't gonna let that happen again.
So basically, game 1 was like a top 500 player versus a top 100 player, because what happened was Tino just got all the cancels, right? And that's what it looks like. If you don't read your opponent, wait until he uses his cancels, get out his dashes, get out his jumps, and then you use your slow and steady water C4, chilling, Zen. You know what I mean?
That's true. He figured it out. Because like in the first game, the reason why he lost was because Tinop was really good at canceling Logic. And now Logic is now really very wary of all these cancellations. And we were even confused. Like, did he get canceled? Did he not? In the second and third
Look
game.
At this.
Yeah.
Look at this. Logic really waiting on the stuns, really trying to buy some time, gets the knock up and doesn't get knocked up by Tinops. So, well done right there by Logic. Come on, Tinop. You got this. One of our HGG representatives, Tino. I didn't, because he's Tino in Discord, so I got confused.
Tino.
But yes, that is.
I see. Okay. I guess he just wanted.
That is our boy.
Yeah, he wanted the P in there, so like he has OP at the end of his name.
Tin OP, I liked that. Maybe that's his name actually in the game. Tin OP. Right?
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Logic coming with some more feathers, trying to jump in to get the fin. No, he decides not to. Saves the mana, and just going to take out these apostles one at a time. One at the moment.
Yeah, tries to actually tries to bust out of that baby cage, but ends up getting canceled twice as well. Okay, here's the cold water ritual coming out of Logic, trying to maybe lock down Tinop. He might have to bank on this headshot to deal a little bit of damage. It's already a few seconds into the circle entering the arena, and he hasn't dealt that much significant damage to Tinop yet. So this is a lot different from before. Right?
Yeah, this is looking a little more like game 1. But Logic is going to be more prepared for it this time.
Cancel the Gust Wind.
Oh, that is a problem. That is the second Gust Wind that's been canceled this game already. And Tinop is able to just heal up with his EC5s and just chill. Like, Tino wants some apostles left in the late game. He needs some because he wants that life. Like right now, boom, he's just going to heal up again, chill. He's only targeting one apostle. He's not going overboard. He's saving his power, right? For the
That's true.
game.
And I'm also seeing that Logic is getting a bit frustrated here. He wasn't saving some mana earlier, because once you see that your mana is already fully like used up, because if you see your mana at 0 or 1, you may be needing to rethink how you're playing this game, because you're not using your abilities. Because I know Logic is frustrated. He's just throwing cards out right now, trying to make something happen just to stop things. Wants to get that cold water in there ASAP, but the cold water that he needed to survive has been canceled by the shield bonk, and now Tinop just needs to keep pressuring him. There's 15 seconds left before the Earth C5 literally decimates the map. Now Tinop just applying some more pressure. The bonk finds him, and the zip zap will close the deal, and Tinop takes first round once again.
That cold water that you mentioned, that was the turning point. If he gets that off, he has a chance.
That's
then
true.
Tinop doesn't have as much movement. He's getting damaged. Logic's getting healed. There's hope there. But wow, well played by Tino right there. Really stepping it up. He needs to win this set to take it to a third set. Come on, Tino, let's go, baby.
All right. Let's go. A little bit of favoritism coming from the event coordinator, but we don't play that game.
I'm just casting.
Oh, just casting. I'm sorry. Who's the founder? Who's the founder of E4E? Hello?
Choi, that's not fair. I'm just kidding. No,
anyway, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You definitely can cheer on your boy.
I'm trying to keep it within reason. But Logic putting on the heat again. This is looking a lot like set 1. Now Logic is like, all right, screw this, bro. Not with me, bro. And he's dropping some pain early. But again, that's okay for Tino. As long as he doesn't die early, some damage is fine. He just wants to get his EC5s, and maybe he'll just use it on 2 apostles right off the bat and get a little more healing.
Ooh, he misses the baby cage, so now he puts out the gust wind, maybe gets another return, but Tinop gets saved by the switcheroo. Now the cold water ritual is going to be right on top of him, and Tinop trying to siphon some more HP out of 2 of Logic's apostles. So there's more damage being dealt here now compared to last game, because we saw Tinop for more than half of the game. He was at full health. He was healthy. So what the heck was Logic doing there? And he's definitely doing something different now.
Exactly. This game is looking very even. This game is looking like 2 beasts who have had their coffee and are ready to room play. But Tinop's keeping up the pressure. These zip zaps have been very, very helpful. Great movement from Logic, but gets caught by the double stun and took a big old chunk. Logic does not have as much healing in the late game, but good patience right there. Is going to get off the cold water, which is huge. But at the same time, Tinop is also healing up. So both players getting their heal on and just chilling outside of each other's circles.
Oh, the follow-up finds Tinop and gets the gust wind on the first hit. He doesn't have a switcher anymore, but so he's gonna tailwind right away. Tinop already at a quarter health, and that's the danger zone for Tinop. It's already 5 seconds left before the cold water is gonna take up the rest of the map. So he needs to be canceling everything from Logic right now. The tailwind doesn't find anything. Here comes the baby cage out of Tinop, so it's not going to cancel anything, but he pushes back. Logic got pushed back by the Guardian into the baby cage. Did you see that?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is horrible for Logic. Now he has to the cancellation again, dude. Logic has lost control in the final moments of this round, Chief. Tinop with the cancellation again. The gust winds aren't hitting. Logic is just throwing everything, hoping and praying that he doesn't find the tailwind out of Tinop. We're at the final circle. Tinop needs to dash away from this tailwind. The gust wind does not find him, and we're taking this to the 3rd round, baby. Oh my god, I never doubted any of these players. They're both amazing. Chief, what do you think?
Yes. I was trying to tell yes. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That Guardian MVP. Absolute MVP. He is just inching ahead, and just pushes Logic into the baby cage, canceling the water C4, and all of a sudden Tino was looking like he was about to get pushed out of that game, potentially out of this tournament, and he takes the set. It's 1-1, and now the pressure's on. both the players know what the other player is gonna do, and the pressure is on. The winner of this moves on, and the loser has to go and wait for a new dawn.
Oh yeah, it's cancel after cancel after cancel. He just has to watch out for all of it right now. It's crazy how you could just get paranoid. And also, he only had two guardians though, but both of them had, I'm not sure if one of them or both of them had both of the leaping shield block and the baby cage. So he has to be worried by that, along with Tinop's tailwind dash. So all of those into a win. Crazy.
And you can see how the game is kind of like morphing. Every round is a bit different because these players are adjusting the entire time. Every game is a little different. They're making different moves. They're using their jumps, their dashes to really move across the map, reposition to juke the other person's incoming stuns while trying to stun the other person and get that maximum value.
Oh yeah, and even without the switcheroo, you still found Tinop utilizing the tailwind dash. If it's not for a cancel, it's for me to get away from you as far as possible.
Hey, I mean, honestly, I could watch these guys play all day. I could watch them play all day. They're just crushing. And, you know, these are all top 10 players, so they play each other a lot. Currently, the way that the prizes are set up, a lot of top 50 players do sit because, like, as long as you're top 50, you're getting paid out big, right? So now they get a chance to kind of unload their skills.
That's true, because we haven't truly seen what competitive, what truly competitive is. Yeah, I get the leaderboard is also a competitive scene, but seeing it live in a tournament is a whole lot different. So I'm really thankful for E4E for just putting this out there, putting our players in a position where the game is on, the pressure is on.
And big shout out to our producers. It took a lot of work to get everything set up, getting all the streams set up, all the feeds, and you guys are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. Loving this. This is fire. Fuego, baby, and we're going into set 3. Ooh!
All right, let's go.
Who's gonna take it? Meditate or HGG? Who are you calling?
Oh my god, am I gonna get disconnected on the spot if I say it's Logic?
Nope.
Dude.
Nope.
I want everyone to win, but that's not how it works here, Chief. Gotta keep it neutral for now.
Baby Cages going huge. That has been this series' MVP. Guardians and Baby Cages. And now it looks like Logic is going to go a little aggressive with some Zip Zap. Did he switch out and put Zip Zap in instead of Tailwind? I think he did.
I think so, but is this a bit of lag that we're seeing right now? Okay, so a little bit of technical difficulties coming out of the screen here. Whoa, Tinop jumping around like it's a Dragon Ball game, but I think it's stabilized right now. So the follow-up is going to be used here. He's at the tip of Logic's baby cage, and he gets hit. He gets the full front. Oh my goodness! Ooh. And the stun into the switcheroo saves Tinop's life, and he goes right back in there with the
switcheroo. That switcheroo is absolutely huge. He was about to start getting punished, and now Logic is actually behind. He didn't get the return on the feathers, and now Tinop's just kind of hanging out in his EC5, healing up, taking a little bit of chip damage. Didn't get hit by the headshot, so good job. Nice sidestep there by Tinop. And oh, great knock-up. Logic is getting CC'd here pretty strong. Tinop jukes the Guardian. Oh boy, but gets knocked up by the knock-up from the Mage.
Yeah, it gets hit by the follow-up. So this is going to be a massive gamble for Logic. He no longer has access to his cold water ritual, switches it out for a Zip Zap orb, maybe to apply way more pressure in the end game, but I don't think it's going to be working. Could have been a big mistake on his side. He's taken it half health at the end game. Tinop is at full health with some armor, and I think this is going to be Tinop's game. Oh my god, the Terrorist Twin Unbound gets canceled again by those cheeky leaping shield bonks, and the Zip Zap orb versus Zip Zap orb versus a bunch of Apostle, dude. You could already just look away. This is unfair.
This is very interesting. Why would he take out the water? I mean, I know it's hard to play because you're getting canceled, but the water C4, look at how many Apostles were left, right? Without the water C4, how are you going to kill these Apostles? Zip Zap doesn't kill anything. And AC5 doesn't really either, because you don't really use it for Apostle clearing. You want it later for when you're running around and you're getting the the mana cost to go down from the Wandering, and that did not work at all for Logic. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble right now. So yeah, he's going back to an old reliable build. The Tailwind into the Zip Zap, into the Gust Wind, but is it gonna be reliable now? He found success in the first round with the Cold Water Ritual, but he's gonna be trading that away for the third, final, crucial match where he's either gonna get eliminated or does he continue and make this a reverse sweep? Lag is happening.
What's happening?
I don't know, dude, but okay, I think it's stabilized right now. I'm not sure.
I'm confused. Okay, I'm feeling like we're gonna get a rematch. So let's put up I'm gonna go pee really quick since it's looking like we're gonna get a rematch here. So right. If we can put up a screen, I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Okay. All right, now it's my stream now. All right. While Chief isn't here, he can't fire me. So time for me to chill. Follow the Twitter below for awesome videos. E4E is awesome. Chief is awesome. But you know what's awesome? Following the Twitter handle down below. All right, guys. Does anybody have any bets on how many seconds it takes Chief to pee? I'm thinking in maybe 30 seconds he'll be back. All right. Timer's going. Dang it, I lost.
What? You lost?
Nothing. Nothing. Chat, don't tell him what happened. All right, nobody clip that. We're good.
Flipped. Joking. No, but some side story. Last night, Logic came into the stream and he said meditate over HGG. So I had to, give him a little bit of flack when he loses to if he loses to an HGG player. Just saying.
Yep. It was complete silence.
Logic. I love you, brother. Discord, nothing happened. It was complete silence. So they just both were like, okay, let's troll the stream. And they just sat there and they're like, all right. They don't see us if we're not moving, right? They don't see us if we're not moving.
I'm doing great. My background isn't though, so I'm a PNG.
So Biku, how have you been, my dude? How has your grind been? How is life?
How has my grind been? So with life and the grinding, dude, we're doing a lot of things already. Well, I've already been floating at around top 200. I think I'm around top 140, 150 or something. So I got top 200 locked in. I'm maybe gonna do my final push if I don't get too greedy, because I'm already happy with top 200. But maybe top 50 is gonna be happening, or maybe since there's a lot of great players that are trying to grind up, I might get kicked out of top 200. So I'm pretty scared about that. But what about you? How's your grind been? How are you loving the Tundra?
Bro, I finally figured out a little switcheroo. I was using the eye, but eye and cold water don't really work. There's not any, it's just too slow. So now I put in Sea to Fire, and I have more earth points on this Tundra. So I have all the perks that I need, and my Sea to Fire has given me so much outplay potential. I'm going to talk about it forever because it's like my new favorite move. Mm-hmm. Because it heals. If you stand in it, you get damage reduction, plus you get 30% more damage output. And the best part about it is when they're trying to come in and cancel your water C4s, your cold waters, sometimes you just put a Sea to Fire at your feet instead of playing cold water. And they come in trying to cancel the cold water, they land on your Sea to Fire, it explodes. Bro, I did it like 5 times last night, and it works. Like, it actually works. If they're being super aggressive on the cancels, you can just seed at your feet, they jump into it, and then you play the cold water right after, because they have to run away, obviously.
That's perfect. Honestly, that's a really creative build. Like amongst other people that does have creative builds that are in the top 50, like you don't see it every day. I have seen Sunsin use Seed of Fire so much along with the pizza boxes, and how he plays it just confuses the frick out of people. I think Sunsin is the guy that will get Earthseed 3 nerfed.
He
Just
might.
because
I
of
mean,
how well he's playing it.
he got a little unlucky yesterday. Last night had a really tough first round exit in the top 16 actually, but he's pretty confident. He's been playing really well and he's loving it. So lots of exciting things to come. Pizza cutters, Seeds of Fire, a Lego baby. But we're in set 3, Tinup versus Logic. Logic is putting on a little bit of pressure early game this time. Tinup sitting back, getting some heal, getting a stun on Logic, and now a banging shot coming out. Doesn't get a connection. Thank you, honey.
Nothing. But here comes the Zip Zap Orbs. Also use the last dude standing there. He has the Gust Wind in hand. He even has the baby cage, but is he gonna get this to connect? We've seen Tinup get away from pretty much every early game Gust Wind attempts coming out of Logic. So will this make a difference now? The follow-up is being hovered. He's gonna find it, and he's gonna find the Gust Wind as well. Gets all of it right in front of his face. Can he make the return? This Tailwind is gonna be used, but the return does not find anything, and Tinup lives for another day.
He does live for another day. He does get away. And, this is the situation Tinup likes. Every bit of damage he can get on the Logic, Logic does not get it back. Tinup does. So he's okay with trades as long as he doesn't get too low. I was actually going to be very curious about if Logic was going to be able to switch because they restarted, right? Or not. And it seems he did not switch, so which I think is fair. Because if you pick a build, you know what I mean? But it depends what the rules say. And he's going to have to battle it out with the Zip Zaps. And so far, it's looking pretty good. He is up. He does get that canceled, though, by Tinup Zip Zaps. Tinup putting out the EC5 to heal. And the boom shot coming out. Logic's getting low.
Logic getting extremely low here, already at a quarter of health. He doesn't have his heals with him to actually make something happen to get some heals in. So now Logic already at the end of his wits there. Oh my goodness, he gets the snare off of the root trap slide, but oh my god, both of them are baby cage and Logic is forced to stay right inside of it. Oh, and he dashes in the last second, but he does not dash away from the stun, and that's what gets him killed. Dang,
baby
first round
cages.
Goes to Tinup. Oh my gosh.
Baby cages, bro. They were both trapped in the middle. I've actually never seen that. And now the whole move makes sense. Yeah. It's hard to hit someone in the middle of the baby cage. But if you do, they're like double screwed. They're just like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to wait here for a bit.
That's true. I guess there was more pressure to be made when he had the cold water ritual. So it's kind of difficult right now for the side of Logic. If he can't find a way to burst Tinup down because he has
triple stun.
Oh my
triple
god.
Stun from the single baby cage into another knockup. Logic just spent about 10 seconds stunned right there. That was brutal. Drops his own baby cage, does not connect. Tinup's just floating around in the back. They're trading damage on the Apostles at the moment. And
he did try to use the castle guard. He tried to use the castle guard, but got stunned halfway. Uses that magic bomb to get maybe some of these Apostles out of the way. And Logic is now doing some time along with this mage here. Uses the shield bomb to stop him a bit because he already knows Tinup's mage is key. Taking him out first ensures him that he doesn't have a way to get away from the Gust Wind Unbound, but Tailwind still exists, Leaping Shield Box still exists, and also Baby Cage still exists. Everything is to just stop Logic from killing him early.
Yeah, and Logic decided he's going to try to take out the mage and get rid of that problem, right? That makes sense. That makes sense because now he's able to switcheroo and jump around the map. Tino is not able to be mobile and not have as much range damage. But look at this Logic getting stunned heavily. Everyone getting stunned heavily. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, he can't even get the Tailwind dash in. He's just stuck inside the baby cage. That was double baby cages, but I'm sure one of them was his. Now the Zip Zap Orb applying way more pressure. Tinup is at full health right now, and Logic, he's the aggro guy, and he's the guy at a quarter health. The ring is closing already in, and he doesn't have the cold water ritual. He was a lot more versatile with that. He only needed the Tailwind along with the gust win, and now he's getting very punished
And
by
Tino
Tanop.
he still has apostles on the field to heal off of. His EC5 can still be used. He's not even going to need it. It looks like Tino has Logic's number, and I want to ask Logic later, what was the thought process on taking out the cold water?
Oh, and the doesn't even need the auto, and the zip zap just straight up murders him at the end. Tanop moves forward, and Logic gets eliminated in the quarters.
Hey, that was a great series. It started the day off with a rubber set. And wow, well played by Logic, well played by Tanop. Moving on to the next round. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, very well played by both of them. Definitely very well played by both of them.
Why did they restart if it was 1-0? Well, I mean, the way this game is made, I think as long as it's consistent, right? I don't think anyone was cheating or anything, and Logic used the same build. It's
That's
up
true.
for debate. You know, it's a new game. It's up for debate. Would you start it with the 1-0 within the set? I understand. That makes sense as well. But as of now, we replayed it. Tino ended up winning anyways. It all worked out fine. Let's hope there's not a situation where that backfires. But yeah, first match done, Biku. Well done, sir. That was fun. That was a lot of fun to watch.
That was a lot of fun to watch. We both got carried away, but honestly, it definitely wasn't fun to watch. Logic getting canceled over and over again. Like, pretty much every apostle that Tanop had some sort of cancel to it. The double guardian along with the mage's follow-up, dude, it was like trying to walk on landmines, man. Like, does he have a stun? Does he have a stun? Oh my god, I'm gonna gust wind, tailwind in. Does he have a stun? I'm so frustrated right now. Like, just watching him lose 5 after 5 after 5 mana.
Well, and it's annoying too, because you got zip zaps coming constantly, and you can keep track, but it's not easy to keep track of like how many have hit you and how many have they played while you're trying to move around the map, hit your feathers, move your apostles, switcheroo. There's a lot going on, right? And Tino, he did it. He did the thing, because Logic is a savage competitor, an amazing player, amazing person. So we'll see Logic back again, I'm sure of it.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, the first placer, the champ from the Nova tournament, is playing up next against Karim, currently 10th place in the leaderboard. I have seen him around so many tournaments already. He's turning heads, and I want to see how he goes with the Nova champion.
I mean, Rollo, I would say, is the favorite. As of now, he was the season champion last season. He won the Nova tournament. He's kind of undefeated as of right now. So I have high hopes for my man Rollo right now. But Karim, as you said, been floating around top 10. And anyone that is floating around top 10 is a beast and knows what is good. You know, so I am very, very keen to see how this is going to play out.
They know what is good. They know what to spam. But don't forget, so Rollo already has 2 or 3 tournament experience. Not to mention, he also coming from other games before Aperon. So you know that this is going to be a challenging thing for Karim. So can Karim bring it to the table? I know Rollo is the favorite here, but of course, you want this David versus Goliath story. You want to see somebody giving, make Rollo sweat a little bit, just a little bit, maybe, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to see this go to a third set. I would love to see Karim come out and play the set of his life. I obviously want Rollo to take the win, but yes, we want to see sweat dripping off these players, like onto the keyboard. I want to get the message one day from someone like, bro, my mouse broke. I was too sweaty. My keyboard broke. I was too sweaty. I dripped all over my keyboard and it broke, bro.
To the point that it just stinks, dude.
Just give me 10 minutes, bro. I gotta go get a new keyboard. I'll be right back. And they send like a screenshot and it's dripping and there's like electrical sparks flying out of it and it's just like, damn, bro. All right, respect. Give the man 10 minutes.
And their WASD already has no ink on it. Like they just scratched it off because of just how much they've been moving around.
Oh no, they're actually playing. There's no button left. They're
Oh.
pressing those little plus things underneath. They're just using those.
Yeah, that's true. But legend has it that Rallo didn't even bring a keyboard for this game. He's just playing purely on mouse, which is actually possible. So I want to see how Rallo plays without his keyboard, and maybe if K-Rim's gonna force him to bring in his force him to use both mouse and keyboard this game.
You can play this game with only a mouse?
Absolutely, dude. You can. You can move by left clicking and then just dragging, double click to dash.
Oh my goodness, that is just weird. So you just, I guess I have buttons on my mouse. I could just, wow, that's wild. My hand would start hurting if I had to do all that.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's like a leading way to get carpal tunnel syndrome or something.
If I want to never use my right hand again, then that's the play.
There's always the left, man.
So, I like having two that work.
Of course, absolutely. And here we go into the action, into the plays. The classic double mage, double warrior with the delta coming from Rallo. This is Rallo, right? This is Rallo's POV, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks like it. We don't know yet, but from what you just said, that would make sense. But who knows? Maybe K-Rim plays the same thing.
Who knows? Yeah, it is Rallo, and oh my God, K-Rim with the Kars there. Has okay, so that is a hunter, a mage, and double warrior. So that is very interesting, and this is what I like about Rallo. Yep.
Did he just tailwind dash to the back right off the break?
Oh yeah. That was an interesting play. I guess he just wanted to get that tailwind out of the way. It doesn't really have anything to charge in his hand. And oh my goodness, Rallo's one mage is already taken extremely low after taking a few headshots to the head. Has both of his welcome to the slam fully charged up, trying to find an angle on him. Gonna cast it, gonna find 1700 damage onto the hunter, but I don't think it hit K-Rim. And then now he's gonna go for the second one. Does get the return on the Gustwind doesn't have the switcheroo on the mage. Massive damage coming out of Rallo already.
So much on the mages, he's forgot about his avatar, is down to half health already, and is Rallo going to get the switcheroo off or the knockup before his mage dies? It looks like it. The warrior down there protecting the mage, actually, so Rallo's getting some time, getting some value out of it, and trying to support, and K-Rim is very, very low right now, down to under a third HP.
That's true, but now Rallo already has both of his welcome to the slams in hand, just going to be using that to make sure that his apostles doesn't die first. And K-Rim taken very low, already on the ropes here. Can he get this welcome to the slam on along with this follow-up? Welcome to the slam, into the follow-up, into the auto attack, and into the dead. K-Rim, first round goes to Rallo.
K-Rim put a knockup like here, and Rallo jumped from over here, and as he was jumping, the knockup knocked him into the air, bro. That was insane. Mid-dash, he got knocked up into the air. So K-Rim making a play right there wasn't enough, and it looked cool.
I mean, it looked cool. I mean, he did start off the match with the tailwind going backwards. Apparently, he intended to actually throw it away, perhaps to charge out the Warriors. Welcome to the slam.
Got it.
K-Rim, get off the chat, my guy. Focus on your freaking game, dude.
I love it. These players are out here chit-chatting while they're playing. It just shows they love it. They're having fun. They're getting involved. And look at this. Rallo gets stunned. He is throwing everything he has at K-Rim right now. But K-Rim returning fire after the knockup, hits him with a slam. And Rallo is trying to sneak in from the back to get the return fire.
Oh, he doesn't. It gets hit by the Gustwind into the snare, but it's not that much feathers. So it's only close, into half health.
Yeah, it was close, though. He almost chonkered him right there. But good job by K-Rim, staying nimble. And Rallo's just floating, looking for his knockups. Oh, look at that knockup after the switcheroo. Very impressive.
Crazy. He already predicted that switcheroo in there. The zip zap orb into the switcheroo, making sure that K-Rim doesn't have any retaliated damage. 1500 damage being taken by something.
Nice knockup by K-Rim right there, canceling the feathers. And K-Rim is fighting back. Magic Bomb coming out. Follow-up coming out. Is he going to hit? No, he does not. K-Rim with some good movement. And K-Rim's looking better this game, but he's still behind.
He's still very behind, but I think Rallo already has his number. Cameron already taken to half health. He's going to be met with... Oh my god, he dashes right back in there, already expecting preemptively the welcome to the slam. And oh my goodness, Rallo taking very low by just the Apostle damage. And now Karim trying to make something happen. Does he have the Gust Wind to follow up? But no, it's just going to be a Zip Zap Orb. Now here comes the Gust Wind. Rallo dashes away, and now he retaliates with his own Gust Wind, but both of them uses a Gust Wind instead. The follow-up is going to come out of Rallo, and the return finds nothing. They both are chilling.
But Karim did get a decent exchange there. He did more damage. He is low though, and his apostles are kind of all dying. And now he's taking a lot of damage from these warriors. Oh no, Karim is in trouble. He's got to try to fight back. He's going to have to hit some amazing feathers right here to bring this one back.
That's true, but I think Rallo is just slowly trying to chip away some damage, trying to get the follow-up in with the zip-zap stuns and just auto-attacking him away. One Apostle left on the side of Karim, but there is still a possibility that he can turn this around with a Tailwind dash into the Gust Wind, but I think Rallo already has all of the mana that he needs.
And there it is!
Apostle, and there it is, an auto from the Warrior seals the deal.
Return and the send-off. Boom, boom, with a little bit of Warrior damage. Whack, smack. Thank you, Max. That was well played by both players. But hey, it is a best of 3. Karim is not out yet. And he did better that one than in the first one. So if Karim can keep improving, we could see a comeback here.
That's true. I mean, it's very difficult, especially when it's pretty much you're going to be watching out for both Rallo and his Apostles. Rallo literally playing all of his units as if they were each his fingers in one single palm, dude. It's just different when you watch him play, and you don't see Rallo hovering that often. Usually he has very decisive movements when he picks up a card and then just throws it at you. He's never hovering, he's never waiting. He always takes every single moment importantly based on the POV that we saw.
Absolutely. No, he did that. He made very, very key and clutch moves, predicting switcheroos, perfect angles most of the time. Some of his feathers, like, they didn't hit, but they were very, very close. Very close. Extremely close.
Like almost there were moments where Karim could have caught Rallo, but Rallo was smart enough to just sidestep away. Some people don't actually do that. They think they need to sidestep backwards. No. If Gustwind is just point blank at you, sidestep to the right, sidestep to the left, because it's a cone. It's a cone. People think it's a flurry of feathers that has a huge range. It's a cone, guys. Just move to the right, to the left.
Yeah, especially if you're super close, right? The beginning of the cone is real small. So, but if it hits you, real strong, real strong, because that means you're getting hit by all the feathers.
That's true, yeah, and we have seen that work. But also, there are some perks that mitigates the damage, but these are single damage per feather. So there's a lot of difference between hitting them all at the same time, and then also not to mention Rallo capitalizing on the auto attacks. If he gets a follow up, he just auto attacks you, and some people don't even think much about their auto attacks.
But think about it, if you land 10 more auto attacks in a game than the other guy, you're doing like 500 or 5,000 to 10,000 more damage just from auto attacks.
Exactly.
Depending on what you got, etc., what's going on. But you're gonna get a lot of damage. I played 1437 one time, and I played a guy yesterday. It was the same thing. They just they were never not on me. They auto attacked me the entire game, and I'm like, I hate you. Get off of my nuts, please, sir.
Hey, they wanted that sweet nutty goodness, but yeah. Anyway, round two. Well,
sweet nutty goodness.
Sweet nutty goodness. Come here.
Sounds like a peanut butter commercial.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right, so I'm curious though, Karim, he was trying to throw it away. That's unfortunate if your starting hand, you have a gust wing that you just don't want to use, right? You just get rid of it right off the bat. But I guess it's because Rallo doesn't have any big circles. He doesn't play any cold waters or any vaults or any FC5s or anything like that, right? So you're not really looking to cancel him early game.
So it's I'm pretty curious at this point. So that's he just plays Tailwind Dash on his starting hand just so that he could throw it away early. And already Karim taking a lot of damage in the early game, tries to get an auto attack in, but just finds the follow up out of Rallo, and Rallo finds the same fate and already taking a half health, takes a single hit. Must have been an auto attack coming out of one of the warriors, maybe. I'm not sure, but he is low health right now.
Oof. Both players taking a lot of damage here in the early game. They're not trying to wait for late game. They're just going at it. And both of them at half health now. Look at this. This is insane. Karim's actually below half health, and Rallo is keeping up the pressure. Karim better do something because Rallo looks hungry, and one mistake from either player could mean this first game of the set will be done.
That's
no
true.
mistakes.
I mean,
no mistakes.
Yeah, but looking at on the side of Rallo, he does have less apostles than Karim, but that's not a bad thing for Rallo. Means he can get his cards a lot faster. He can get his gust winds faster. You'll see that he just double gust winds him to death. Even with the apostle deficit, Rallo takes the game with a double gust wind.
Yeah, Karim right there, I feel like with that huge lead on apostles, don't you want to try to play a little more passive? Stay back, make Rallo come to you, use your apostles to try to get some counters, some cancels, some stuns, some jumps, some drama, so Rallo doesn't have that 1v1 where he just sits there with all of his feathers and goes, brah, brah, and you're dead.
That's true, but I would think the same thing. Maybe do something like what Tanup is doing, but he's not built around cancellation. He's built around almost the same way as Rallo, but I guess Rallo just plays this comp a lot better because this is technically a mirror match. Aside from the fact that Rallo has access to water perks and Karim has access to earth. So with all that tankiness, you'd think he'd survive a lot longer.
Yeah, and you'd think, he'd want to go for more trades, right? He'd want to go for we both get a hit and then I back out. We both get a hit and then I back out. But nice hits by Rallo right there. Feathers doing big tingies. Rallo's trying to hit a slam, decides not to. Gonna go for it now, does not hit Karim with some good movement right there. And now Karim is doing what I was thinking. Kind of keeping his distance and not getting too involved right off the bat. But Rallo trying to set a trap, coming up behind him, and Karim going on the offensive.
Oh yeah, my God! Just finds the follow up and right off the bat just dashes towards him, trying to hit all of the gust winds all at once.
With the return!
Karim taken very low. Oh my gosh, already at a quarter health there. The tailwind's gonna find him. Rallo is at 3-4 mana. Just uses the zip zap instead, just applying all of the pressure because he already knows he's won this. He just needs to close this in and lock this out because once you're taken at this much health, there is no way he can come back from this. The return is gonna be massive. The feathers is spread out, but the warrior bonks him to death and to pieces.
Rallo's feathers are just, they're next level. He's hitting every feather when he's throwing them out. And he's hitting many on the way back in. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how much you guys have played AC5, but it is not easy to be able to hit all of them on the return with both players moving, juking, dashing, ducking, switcherooing. It's wild. So well played by Rallo with a clean, quick 4-0 on Karim.
I know, right? It's crazy. It is really crazy how Rallo just finds these small avenues where he finds the moments where Karim doesn't have a switcheroo or already uses switcheroo or doesn't have a good angle to even switcheroo away from anything. He would be switcherooing literally right next to his mage. So having maybe two mages is the sweet spot when actually playing switcheroos. You were stuck with one, Rallo could just kill that one mage, but he didn't even choose it for some of his games. So Rallo just reading the opponent, he knows what he's capable of doing. He just, once he figures you out, you're dead, you're done.
You're in trouble, man. So congratulations. Rallo is moving on to the next round. And I'm sure we're going to see Karim back at the next one. So well done, Karim. Well played, sir. Put on a good show. And we're learning as we go, right? We're learning and we're seeing that these deltas, when they're used correctly, are very, very strong.
All right. Well, Rallo, Tanup, already up there. We still have Tate? Is that how you say it?
Tate took out Gap. Wow.
Dang.
Tate cook out Gap, who's the #1 player on the leaderboard, with an insane pure air planet. So Tate going against Bang from HGG. So that's going to be exciting. And then on the other side, we got Philly versus Gade from Meditate.
Philly versus Gade from Meditate. Dang, I'm very interested in how far Gade has come. I've seen him from the bottom up, just watching him. He is a very, I've known him from Axie. I've known how competitive he gets. Dude, this guy just switching over, because like when you see people that switch from a card game into an RTS, it is insane how much growth they can make in just a short span of time. Because they're gamers. We're gamers, dude.
Hey, man, and this is how we roll. K-Rim coming in chat. Yeah, it was a good fight. I can't remember too many times I beat Rollo. He's freaking insane. I love this community. At least right now, it's very nice. You know, people come in, they say, good game. They're respectful to each other. I haven't had any situations there where people are raging, yelling, talking shit. I'm sure it's happened, but it seems like it's been very, very respectful, very nice, very fun. So keep it up, everybody. Loving the Aperon community and loving how it's developing. Well done, well done, well done.
Of course, of course. Well, obviously, Chief has never seen the feedback channel, but everyone's respectful, definitely on cam, on chat, so we're loving it.
That's normal, though, right? Especially when NFTs are involved.
Absolutely.
Feedback is gonna be so all over the place. That's why there's a feedback channel. And yes, there's going to be different opinions in there. And I'm sure people scream at each other all the time because I had this thought the other day about like, people have an opinion, right? And then when you have this opinion, eventually it's just like, it solidifies, it becomes your reality. And it's just, that is what you see. And everyone has like this thing that they see. And then when it comes to things like this, like game input and balancing, and I own this, you own that. I want this to be better, obviously. You want that to be better, obviously. So there's no way we're gonna agree. Like it's
too better. It's too better. And then they start fighting. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong, dude. Keep the PvP in the game, dude. Both of you are wrong. But and that's not how this works, dude. Just play what you got. Play your cards right. Be like Sunscene. Play Fire C1 and Earth C3. I mean, who plays those? He's playing 2 of the most nobody plays those, but he's in top 50. Be like that guy. It's crazy.
He's in top 30 even most of the time, right?
30, okay? Not AC5, not Fire C5, not Earth C5, nothing from the C5s. What was he? No, pizza boxes, man. It's just
pizza boxes.
Yeah.
And then I think he uses AC1 or AC2 because everybody does, because you need some kind of stun, and why not, right? But yeah, he uses the weirdest stuff and he does really, really well. The planet he has is, you know, not special. It's not a special planet. It's tanky. It's got its flow, but it's not amazing. He's not OP. And like you said, he's using moves that are not really used by anybody, and he's doing really well. So to everyone out there, master your trait, right? Master your NFT, and you'll be able to do some amazing stuff.
Yep. I mean, in the chat, we're seeing Sourback. Which is the skill he uses? Water C4, Fire C1, Earth C3. Literally, all of those abilities does heal you and does something when you are taking at low health. So I guess he capitalizes on that. But don't forget, don't just rule out that this planet is nothing special. They're not special yet. We still have yet to see boons. But boons is yeah. So boons is gonna be gonna change a lot of things, and there are a lot of speculation already being done. So will you be at the better side of the speculation once boons are out? Will you be breeding stuff? By the way, so yeah, you need to breed out as much as possible because you'll never know which is the next meta.
The water C4.
My God.
Oh, and it still didn't get canceled. That's how broken FC5 is. Somebody clip that. That is how broken FC5 is. I'm not even joking. Instant stun from Gade, and it did not work.
Dang.
Insane.
Did you
Insane.
see? You saw all of those guardians jumped in like it was a pool full of Snickers, and like not even a little bit of cancellation. He still gets the Fire C5 and the
That
Card
hurt
Shark
me.
out.
That hurt me. That really hurt me right there. Because I was like, I saw it and I was like, he canceled it, right? No.
Right?
He didn't. Insane. So this is our first time today where we're going to see FC5, and let's see what Gade can do about it, right? Because yesterday it was being used by Zach and nobody could figure it out. Zach was just taking advantage of people and just wrecking everybody. So let's see how it works today. Right now, Gade in a slight lead on HP. Philly already has one Apostle down, but Gade's about to lose his first one as well.
All right, so Gage just applying the pressure. I'm sure he already saved that so much mana. Gets the stun onto him. Taken already at half health, but Philly does have the Fire C5 and the Earth C5 in hand. Very valuable planet on his side. He just is he's going to be discarding.
He played... Wait, was that his or was that Gade's?
No, that was Philly's. Philly discarded his Earth C5. Okay, so he discards his Earth C5.
Interesting. Right as Gade played his Earth C5. That's why I was confused. Okay, so he's not trying to heal. He's just trying to get his slams ready. His tower's doing very little or nothing. But he does have 2 towers in hand. One of them only costs 2 mana. He's been holding that for quite some time for the late game. Gets canceled by the Zip Zap. Not what Philly wants to see right there. And now getting jumped on by the Guardians. Another Zip Zap coming through. And Gade is keeping the pressure on, not allowing Philly to really do anything.
Oh my goodness, I guess he's just waiting out whatever Gade has in hand, because now he's going to be trying something. Doesn't get the Fire C5 to get canceled. He's found the circle where it needs to be, but the prickly personality screws him over with his own ability. And that's how you cancel Fire C5. It may be broken, but it's too broken for its own good.
Yeah, absolutely. Pricklies. And so maybe that's why Philly was holding it for so long. But then you got to kill the Guardian, right? You can't just hold it forever and not kill the Guardian, because you need to use it to get the kills. That's true. Very interesting right there. Very, very interesting. Philly's going to have to find a way to get up the towers and not let it get, sucked up by the Pricklies.
All right, so he just accepted his fate. Doesn't even make them jump in anymore. So Philly is just gonna go move forward right in front of his face, just having an auto attack battle.
Much better start for Philly this time. Doesn't get hit right off the bat. Just move forward. Figured Gade's gonna keep jumping at me, but I won't be there. I'll be on his side of the map. So they've done a complete flip flop already. That's quite interesting, actually. And now Philly's like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm going back to my side. So let's see how he uses these fires. Good damage from Philly right here.
The welcome to the slam welcomes Gade to a world of pain. Already at half health. Gets this. Yep.
The cancel. He canceled an FC5.
I saw that with the leaping shield bonk. Oh, Gade might eat this. Oh my god, he does not. Oh my god. Cancels the Earth C5 with the Tailwind Dash. That is massive coming out of Philly. But he gets stunned right back and also taken to half health. Now he needs to retreat and get some mana back. Maybe 7 mana on his chamber. Does he have anything to retaliate with? He does have those 2 prickly personalities that I think he's waiting for to be used.
Another one gets canceled. The second or third FC5. And it's really a bummer for Philly because he's actually playing this matchup extremely well. His Apostles are ahead, and his HP is even. Okay, now he's ahead again, considering the triple cancels from Gade. So Philly is coming to play this game. He needs this win to even out the first set, keeping the pressure on. Gade is backed into the corner, but now the zone is moving. Gade takes 2 ticks from the zone. Another tick.
Oh my god, Gade overstepping is welcome. Oh my goodness, he's already 1 auto attack away. 1 auto should have done it. And oh my god, Gade went out of bounds. So, what the heck? And we go to a game 3. But I'm noticing how Philly is playing right now. He's very conservative with his Fire C5s. I think he's just slowly baiting out and watching the prickly personalities to be popped up before he pops out anything, knowing that it's safe, knowing that maybe only 1 Guardian gets hit by it. I can see it. He's trying to chip down Gade with just the welcome to the slams. And it's working. It's working.
No, that was very, very well played right there. Very patient. Because remember, if they're going to hold Prickly the entire time, they don't have any other cards in hand, right?
Yeah.
So there's this mind game of, oh, you're going to hold this? Okay, well then I'm just going to keep playing a different style, and I don't care what you do. So now Philly's sitting around his towers, getting some good value here. Most value he's probably gotten so far. Baby cages everywhere. The baby cages in NA is insane. They're everywhere.
There's way too many baby cages, and it's one of those premium baby cages too. So like the only people that really cries as a baby when they get baby cages, they get canceled for like 5 to 7 mana. And here comes a welcome to the slam. Hits for 900 damage.
The Prickly's doing so much damage to Gade from the EC5. So Philly kind of using the EC or the Prickly as well in his advantage and keeping the pressure on Gade here. So we're seeing Prickly counter basically everything today, or in this match.
That's true. So like I have seen it counter FC5, but now EC5 has now met its match with the Prickly personality.
Right? It makes sense. Because instead of you healing, now you're taking damage. And everyone is relying on the EC5 to do so much that all of a sudden, oh, that was good by Gade. He got away from the stun, does get off his EC5. He needs this healing, but still.
The Prickly personality is ticking. The Prickly personality is ticking. Oh my god. And Philly is just auto-attacking him. Gade is now trapped in the Fire C5, and it doesn't have a single Prickly personality to save his life. The Tailwind dash gets canceled, but Gade still gets killed in the end. If you saw that, you can see the EC5 ticking on his life while he's having an auto-attack battle on the right side of the map. Prickly personality is back, baby, and people are gonna find out. They're gonna learn today why we nerfed that shit to the ground, okay?
Hey, Prickly, holy crap. That was insane. And yes, you guys are seeing it here. Prickly might be the best defensive move in the game right now, because FC5 and EC5 are it's EC5, right? Yeah, are like, they're so strong. They're so suppressing, and Prickly just deals with both of them. So wow.
Insane, man, insane. Well, a lot of abilities are actually are now falling to the Prickly personality. Even Curse of Darkfire is gonna fall to it now. You can't just be spamming that, especially knowing that your opponent maybe has a single or double Prickly personality. Prickly makes AC5 meta right now. Oh my god. Yes.
And Rollo in chat saying there are 3 ways to counter Prickly. And that's amazing, right? Because it's like, okay, everyone's complaining about FC5 and EC5, so you just use Prickly. And then everyone's going to complain about Prickly. But if there's 3 ways to counter Prickly, that alone will keep changing the meta. Because when you have to put in something else to deal with the Prickly, you can't deal with something else that was in your original build. So now that other thing you used to be good against, you're not as good against anymore. And that's how this meta is going to continue to shift and rotate forever and ever and ever. Because it's what people are playing, what people own, what people are breeding. All this comes into play when it comes into the esports meta.
That's true, but when are we gonna be seeing the bolder Earthsea 1B meta? Is Prickly personality gonna change that? I wanna see the boulder deal some damage to the meta right now. So right now, I'm very nitpicky with some of the abilities that look fun to use and look funny to use as well. And I want to see it get some play, but we already know what's meta. We know what's coming, and there's still 2 classes to come out. Yep.
In chat, how to counter Prickly? You stun the Guardian when he pricklies. Okay, I didn't know that. And you can shield up while Prickly is active, and it'll hit your shield instead of your life. That I knew. But okay, stun the Guardian with Prickly. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Stun the Guardian. You can use the shield from the card shark. Make sure your card shark is at full stacks. That's also one of them. So you're healing off of that. And also, it's really dependent. And if you're playing Fire C5, you have to set yourself up for success by having the right perks to counter those damage that chips away at you. Yeah, healing, mages, priests also work. But I do see a priest on the side of Philly too.
So they are switching it up, maybe? Oh no one's actually playing their priest. They just have them there on the side just to look pretty.
Oh yeah,
that was a replay.
Doesn't even get canceled. Going really aggressive, just jumping into the fray there. Fire C5 finds everybody, and he's unprepared to cancel it.
I gotta say, maybe that is the clip right there. That right there, I think, should be the cancel. That should be the buff, right? If that happens, it should be canceled. I feel like, because that was so quick from Gabe. That was so quick.
That is true. That is true. If it was a water C4, that definitely could happen. But I did say, I have said it before, that the current Fire C5 has the same casting time as pre-nerf Cold Water Ritual, because Cold Water Ritual, you just needed to make sure that you slid the card out there and the mana got consumed. You can assume that it's already casted. Don't even assume that it's going to get canceled or anything. But yeah, so both of them are very wary on using their abilities that does DPS, because they know they're both running double Guardians, just fighting prickly after prickly. It's not a battle of the welcome to the slams. I mean, it kind of is a welcome to the jumps, but it's the prickly personality that fucks them up. Oh my god, both of them have health.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, 1300 on the Philly.
So Gade comes out, switches up his playstyle a little bit, goes massive damage right off the bat, then runs away. But now the prickly again is stopping all the healing, and Gade is falling low too. Both players are super low right here, exchanging blows. There is a baby cage around Gade or Philly to protect him from Gade, and Gade needs to get out of here. He's in a tough position. Both players are a little bit scared because if one stun comes in, that could be the end.
Here's the stun, and into the welcome to the slam, and Gade is taking it out with just the warrior auto. That's, you were just saying it, my guy. Oh, dude.
Oh my goodness. Gade came out and was like, I can do this. I can be aggressive, until he's like, nuh-uh, not as aggressive as me, good sir. And right there, I think the turning point was where Gade got cut off from all the apostles, and it was Philly and one warrior against Gade, and Gade just got chonkered. And again, wait, he got
canceled? It got it.
He got
it. You did it. It's up, confirmed, not canceled. Chief is wrong. Let's clip it.
Oh my god, it happened. It's real. It's real.
It can be canceled. Oh my god.
Off the break. Oh my god, I have to make an FC5 break cancel. It's real.
Send it to the president. Send it to the founders. Send it to Satoshi. It can be canceled, sir.
Send it to Satoshi. Hell yeah, dude, it is real. So let's see if Gade can capitalize off that. That's a nice start. But so far, you know, it's been a much slower start here than last game. Both players at about full health. Chilling right now. Gade got off a full EC5 without any prickly damage.
The Fire C5. Oh my god, Philly, you're a madman. You're going to be using that Fire C5 on top of one of his Guardians. Now you're taking very low, already at a quarter health. But Philly's early game is a bit shit right now because he already has 2 Guardians left, and I don't think Gade is looking to be using any DPS. He's just going to be letting his apostles do the dirty work for him. And another Fire C5. Are you just digging your own grave right now, Philly? You're going into the fray with all of his apostles. You're already at half health, and Gade is just chilling, dude. He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's hard chilling. I'm not sure what he did, what he changed this game. But this is not looking nice. Cancel right there. Ooh. Well played by Philly. Still fighting, but just there's nothing. He's got. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god! He wanted to cast that Fire C5 to maybe make a safe place for himself outside of the prickly, outside of Gade's range. But no, he gets canceled with a tailwind. The welcome to the slam. The bonk finds him. Will the auto be enough? 910 damage. The zip zap is applying pressure. The tailwind gets canceled by the zip zap. And oh my god!
Because he's holding 2 pricklies this entire time. He's just holding the pricklies, and he's not using them, so there's nothing that he can do. He doesn't have any cards in hand, and I'm wondering, like, what's he holding them for? What's the point?
Oh my god, the stun right outside of the zone, dude.
How do you predict that? Right?
What are you doing, Philly, dude?
How do you predict a dash into the zone? Like, that was some 300 IQ shit right there.
Dude, you could use something, maybe. You could use arm's length into the prickly. That could have been something as well, dude. These are paid actors, man. Philly just wants to tie this off for a 3rd game. Paid actors. Confirmed. Send it, dude. Because he wants Gade to win. They want to put it at around 3. They want. Is there a betting session happening outside of this chat? Let me in on this, dude. Let me in on this. There's some inside trading happening right now because I know Philly is just throwing at that last moment.
Oh my goodness. So now Gade is just going in, And Philly is just standing next to him with all his apostles supporting. Never mind, they were all moved. Now they're all sitting on Philly. So Philly's actually going really low right here, right off the bat. And now let's see if Philly makes the same move and just holds his pricklies forever. Oh, he just burned one right as the EC5 comes out. How painful. He didn't use the other, though.
The double prickly is now chipping away at Gade. This was the moment he's been waiting for. He was waiting for Gade to be a bit impatient, uses the Earth C5, not knowing that Philly has both of the prickly personalities, takes 1200 damage from the welcome to the slam. Boom. And the tailwind dash as well to boot. Now we're both chilling. We're both waiting. But Philly already has.
He's hunting. Philly is hunting right now. He's going in. He's like, you know what? I want this now. Because if Philly can keep the pressure on, even though he's taking a little bit more damage, he may be able to get some value for a prickly when Gade needs to heal, right? That's kind of how he has to play this, I think. So now, but again, holding the two pricklies. And let's see how long. Okay, he's playing. Oh, wait, no, he's still holding them.
I don't want
holding them.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I think Philly is still waiting for Gade to actually use the Earth C5, but I don't think he's gonna fall for it anymore because he knows for a fact.
Oh
my god!
But the slam is
the Earth
huge.
C5. He uses
the double
the prickly personalities. You're gonna want to make him jump into the fray. Gade getting chipped away by his own ability. The welcome to the slam.
Oh my goodness! And it's too much.
Oh my god! And Philly takes quarters and eliminates Gade.
Wow. What amazing mind games! That was the highest level of mind games we've had so far. Just because they had to hold their cards, right? I can't play EC5. He's got prickly. I gotta play EC5 because I'm low. Oh, he played EC5. Then you just see prickly start flying, right? It's just like EC5 pricklies. All right, cool. Next, who's down? That was well freaking played right there by Philly because Gade is a very, very tough opponent.
Well played by both of them. They were both just playing chicken, just trying to bait each other with their welcome to the slams and last dude standings because they had both of them alive. But he found the moment when Gade got a bit too greedy with the Earth C5 and then, oh my goodness, I activate my trap card, double prickly personality, up your HP, and into the win for quarters.
We are doing things. So let's pull up the bracket really quick. And then before we get into our fourth match, we're going to take a tiny little break. And it's going to be Tate versus B-Bang when we get back.
Oh my god, Tate from Huru. Let's go. I've seen him in previous competitions, dude. I haven't seen B-Bang yet. So I'm very excited to see what he brings. Knowing that, I mean, he did make it to quarters. Let's see who gets to face Tinoop in the semis.
Hey man, Tate, if you say he's a savage, I'm excited to see this. We could have another amazing set on our hands. But first, short break. Stay tuned. Go to the bathroom, grab some water, do your tingy. Let everyone know what is good. Get them onto the stream. We have so much hype incoming. We will be right back.
Oh yeah.
What up, ladies and gentlemen, gentle followers and followers? We are back. We're going to the top 4. Biku, are you ready for what we have in store?
I am ready, my guy. The top 4 is going to be insane to the membrane. It's not just top 500, top 100, top 50. It never mattered what their rank was, but Rallo is still showing it, both dominating the LB, the leaderboard, and the tournament scene. What do we make of this tournament? And I do hope that we get more of this, because the abilities that people have getting queued into random people as compared to being in a tournament scene is just way more exciting.
Hey, it is more exciting. It gives the players more ability to calculate their attack, to calculate their moves. And we're seeing it here. You know, we saw it yesterday. Zach only 18th place, only, right? Only. And back-to-back tournament champion, because it is a different beast, and we are seeing players shine under these different circumstances.
All right, I'm very excited to see. So tell me more about Bang is a rising star, Rallo said. Tell me more about him.
He is. So the APG scholarship program is 3 layers, right? So there's basic scholars for people that are casual. And then there's like our prodigies that we're trying to get up to that pro level. Those are our rising stars. So B-Bang and Rin were 2 of the rising stars that made it into today's tournament. And we see B-Bang here still going strong up against, as you said, Tate, a very strong competitor who beat Gap. So if you can beat Gap, whoo, and I feel like, you know, talking about that esports aspect, you know, knowing what Gap plays, knowing what Gap does, maybe that was his downfall, right? Maybe Tate came in and was like, okay, well, I know how to counter that. And he just had a game plan.
I mean, I think you have to come into this with just having a game plan, or maybe having more than one planet or a lot of apostles to hop into, because maybe having 6 is not going to be enough. You may want an extra warrior or extra guardian in there. I've seen people play 2 warriors, 2 guardians, and it was funny to say the least. But I want to see what these guys bring to the table. The East and the West have different metas, and at some point, we got to figure out how internet connection is just going to bridge the gap between the 2 continents, so we have only one meta, you know? I'm excited to see if the world develops that way. It's called a LAN
event.
Cough, cough, wink, wink.
We've heard from the big man himself, Frank, that he wants this to happen. He wants to get us a live event. So I'm very hopeful we are going to see one in 2024. I don't know where, but I know that I want to be involved. So I think we should jump into this this final quarterfinals game, and let's see who our final semifinalist is going to be.
All right. So yeah, representing Korea, we've got Tate and 8GG represent by B-Bang.
B-Bang, baby. I don't know what he plays. I'm very curious to see. How he does against such a tough opponent. So we are seeing Warrior, Rogue.
Warrior, Rogue on the side of Tate, and a quad to boot. Okay. I mean, people would laugh at this if they saw it for the first time, but right off the bat, he's just going to go for the cold water ritual, not thinking about stunning.
Jukey McJukerton right there. Well played by Tate. Sidestepping, getting out of the way, and he's got double card shark right off the break. So that means he can do as many cold waters as he wants.
Trigger discipline.
And that's what he's doing.
Yep. Oh, the cancel's not going to be enough. Does use that Sleeping Shield Bunk to get that Guardian out of the way, but now he's right back in there and has the Card Shark once again. Going to be using that Palm Flamethrower to maybe get some refresh on the dashes so he can dodge all the cancels, but no, he does not want that smoke. I wonder what... I'm sorry.
Interesting move right there with the flamethrower out to use the cold water right at the end. Jukes another baby cage just by the hair on his chinny chin has been doing really well against those baby cages. And something happened.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're having technical difficulties. Okay, so I just realized that halfway as well. I was seeing Tate versus yeah.
Tinam.
So does that mean
No, nothing.
You guys want to just jump into it? We already saw it.
All right. Anyway, so we'll get the game started up here in just a second. Oopsie poopsie, small mistake. But Tate, I'm loving the build that we were seeing right there with the double card shark and the cold water. And
that was the classic season 0 close beta build with the double rogue. Some people would even go as far as play 4 rogues with card shark just to keep spamming the same ability over and over and over again. And that was me. That was me telling people, hey, use this along with Scorch Brand, because they're not going to be able to move. They're just going to have to try to get away from your one ability that they could cancel though.
Yeah, so I also play Cold Water, and I'm always looking for that first card shark. Now I have 1 built into my starting hand, so it's beautiful, right? You can just don't get stunned off the break, and then you will have 2 Cold Waters to start the game nice and strong, get the damage. And what it really does is it positions their units really central. It sucks them all together. And then for me, I use Seed of Fire. Other people can use, whatever they're rocking. But a smaller circle, a smaller splash damage will then damage all the enemy apostles.
Exactly. There's so many things that you could do with an early card shark, but it's also a double-edged sword because you have 1 squishy body in the field, so you would need to at least have card shark and smoke screen on the side to make that 1 rogue valuable. Because you'd think it would be an assassin that could take out any squishies at the back, but no. Its most valuable ability is the card shark and the smoke screen, because it not only does it prevent you from getting hit, it also speeds you up.
Exactly. It does speed you up, and that's actually huge because it speeds you up a lot. Like, not a little, but a lot. You know what I'm saying? You are sprinting at that point. And you can juke pretty much anything if you're paying attention.
That's for sure. All right. I'm still very excited to see what Tate brings to the table. It's because
juice.
Your juice is gone. Oh, I'm just rocking.
Empty.
I'm rocking some water, dude. What is that? Protein shake?
No, just so we do carrot, apple, celery.
Ooh.
Nice and healthy to start the day. Yeah, celery's just, I hate it, but it's so healthy. It's so good for you. So they say that you can actually beat cancer if you do a celery diet for like a month, 6 weeks.
You do caffeine? Do you do caffeine?
I have my coffee too.
All right. Okay, I'm just checking because like it's either caffeine or green tea, but like green tea does have some caffeine, antioxidant.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
No, green tea's bomb. Green tea is a great way to do it. It's a lot healthier than coffee. But I did my coffee, I got my juice, I got my water. I'm ready to rumble, baby. We out here. Let go.
All right. Okay, so Karen did say in the chat, live event would be huge. It would be huge, and it would answer the age-old question: is the West better than the East, or vice versa? Because there's talks about that. Because because the argument is there's so many top 50 players coming from Latin America and Russia. There's so many that. Is the West better than the East, given that knowledge? But who knows? Maybe it's just because there's a lot of players that are more driven to go above and beyond the top 50. But it's a very, very keen question. We will figure it out one day, but for now, we don't know. There's a lot of Tate fans in the chat. Oh, big damage right there. God. Bang, smashing on Tate, doing a lot of damage. Oh boy, This first round is looking great for Bang. That's true. Oh my goodness! Look at that. The Scorch brand was already an eye opener, but those damage coming from the warriors, getting those welcome to the slams to connect. But the B-Bang needs to apply some more pressure here. He's just allowing Tate to just heal up with the cold water. Yep, that was very good. Almost got the cancel.
Good patience. Good patience from Tate right there. That was very. B-Bang is really, really trying to get these cancels. Not quite able to. to, but now look, the advantage for Tate is in the apostles. There are so many apostles alive, and B-Bang is down to 1. So it looks like B-Bang is playing a build where he needs to win it quick and dirty, and Tate needs to survive. So this Scorch Brand is going to do some work. It's going to send out a lot of those little schmucks. They're so annoying, not going to lie.
Yeah, that's true. But like at the end of the day, like even though you kill most of my apostles, as long as I have Scorch Brand, as long as I have those little schmucks, that I'm not gonna be alone because I'm just gonna be popping them out every tick. But speaking of ticks, there cancellation being found again by B-Bang.
Big cancel. Big cancel. And now this is going to be a big jump at the Warrior. And it does connect. B-Bang is also low. He comes through. He doesn't get the cancel this time. Tate gets it off. He's going to get off another one. This is dangerous for B-Bang because these cold waters in the late game, they start to take over the map. There's 10 more seconds until the circle closes. And then B-Bang's in a lot of trouble.
That's true. So these cancellations, what is up with Ape and just being the kings, the gods of canceling everything? Dude, here's another cold water, but is it going to be canceled? No, it is not. It is not, but Tate is going to be jumping in right after that disc has been thrown.
Cancel for Tate, and now the cold water explodes, and it's looking like game 1 is going to go to Tate, but well played by Bang, the rising star.
Oop. Will the rising star keep the rise up in here? The tailwind does
make
him bounce. He's fighting, waiting, watching, learning. But here is the cold water, and he just accepts his fate.
Hey, well played by Bang. We saw some really good aggression early on. I'm assuming Tate is going to be able to mitigate that a little bit here.
So there needs to be a bit of changes there. So B-Bang did lose his apostles way too early to say the least. Like right before the zone even reached the field, you already see him losing 2 apostles right off the bat. But that's the build, that's the plan for the side of Tate. He wants to be using these cold water rituals to take care of the squishies. The back, the front, doesn't matter. We needs the cold water to proc. But I think that Warrior getting that 1 mage away from the zone needs to really bait him out of it.
Yeah, and Tate actually missed one of the mages right there in the cold water, so not an optimal placement right off the bat. But now he gets it in the second one. Everything is super close together, but they're nice counter on the Scorch Brand because now within that healing zone, there's just going to be little schmucks absolutely everywhere, and it does not allow Ape it doesn't allow Tate to use the healing at all, which he doesn't need at the moment, so that's okay. Charging up his slams. These slams are going to be very important because if you can get that early damage in and put Bang on the back foot, it'll just put him in a better late game position.
That's true, but like with the card sharks into those cold waters, he's just erasing B-Bang's apostles into the late game. So advantage on the side of Tate, and B-Bang is not playing any ability that benefits him into the late game. Especially with Tate playing these 2 warriors. So B-Bang needs to make something happen in the early game. You're right about it being an early game play for the side of B-Bang, but B-Bang using these discs to really erase these apostles. I've never seen this be used this way.
I've never seen that before either. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see, he's trying something new, and he is, newer player, scholar player, so he probably just has what he has, right? And he's trying to make it work. He is dishing out a lot of damage. He is getting a lot of shield as well, so he has a chance. He's going to need to get the cancels on the cold water because Tate, like I mentioned, he adjusted from the first round, and
the prediction into the dash, that's huge, dude, but not that much damage.
What a sick prediction. What a sick prediction. That was really,
B-Bang just
really
dashed
cool.
into that. It's crazy.
So now B-Bang's trying, he needs to cancel the cold water. So now he went for 1, and maybe you're going to see, no, Tate's being very, very patient with his cold waters, and it's a 1v1. So B-Bang doing better than last time. Definitely. And now, right after the crit. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, that sun disk is actually massive and huge, and here comes the ring. So this is the point of the ring where Tate's cold water ritual is gonna truly shine. B-Bang does not have a way to heal off of this. The tailwind dash knocks him up, cancels maybe a cold water, but how can he keep this up?
He does get a cancel. That was huge.
There's huge.
No cold water on the field right now. If he can get another cancel, he still has a chance.
Yeah, okay, so but incoming is the Fire C6 and eats that sun disk into the face. The critical isn't that critical at all. He's still lower than the health on Tate.
And now it's going down to the smaller circle. He gets another chunk. Is he going to be able to stop him before the C4? No, the cold water gets off. He's going to try to use the flamethrower to end it. Oh my goodness. Both players are going ham, but this water C4 is going to be the end for B-Bang.
God.
B-Bang is fighting well, though. That was impressive.
I'm impressed about that sun disk. I've never seen that be used that way, but that's like... But seeing as how players are forced to play what they have, what cards they have, it's interesting how far they can go. He literally erased Tate's apostles. Even though he's put into a corner at a 1v5 situation, he still pulled it off into a 1v1. So I'm excited to see what the future match is going to look like.
Hey man, that was sick. Well played, yeah. B-Bang. I'm proud of our new player, man. And Tate adjusting, playing. Imagine if Tate didn't play the early game that well, right? And he went into the late game down maybe a third of his HP. Bang wins that. Because Tate adjusted in the early game and didn't take damage. He went into the late game much healthier and still barely pulled it off. B-Bang doing work there. I feel like B-Bang, maybe if he saves a Scorch Brand for that final circle,
if he did save it, but the thing is, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for him to cast another sun disk, but it wasn't nothing. It wasn't. He didn't pop a second one after he dealt that 1400, and it felt like that could have changed everything. He could have casted that and could have ended that game because Tate doesn't actually have anything that cancels that.
Yeah, exactly. So there is a way. There's definitely a win case here for B-Bang. A lot of damage early. And then the sun discs cleared the apostles for Tate really quickly. I mean, B-Bang just and they were gone. Like he was full health, and it was a 1v1. That was pretty impressive. I did not know sun disc jammed like that.
That's true. Like, I think it's more valuable to just use it now instead of the Scorch Brand, but I'm not sure because the Scorch Brand that isn't really dealing that much, especially if you cast it in the middle of the cold water because, your units just get sucked in. Sometimes they don't even get an auto in. But yeah, let's see. Both of them have quads in their squads and using the weirdest abilities. But great, but they do work.
Hey, but we are here and they're fighting for a top 4 spot, which would put them in the grand finals, which is, the final tournament, which will be the top 4 from this top 16 and top 4 from the top 16 in 2 weeks. Oh, going for the instant cancel. My God. But Tate waits, gets off a perfect cold water, takes no damage, and Tate is loving how this game is starting.
Oh yeah. The trigger discipline on the side of Tate. He was waiting for that. But what mind games could you have pulled there, knowing that he was waiting for the tailwind, but it doesn't get it off. Okay, look here. So here's the Scorch Brand, and it's gonna pop out these tiny units that's also gonna get sucked in. So he doesn't really get that much value off of it because those units, once the cold water is out, they're just gonna get sucked in, and their autos are just gonna be canceled.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Absolutely. So they both counter each other kind of, right? Because you also can't heal in the cold water. But right now, Tate doesn't need any healing. The sun disc's doing some good damage. But look at the apostles from B-Bang. They're all kind of schmelting. And there's 3 cold waters in hand for B-Bang, basically, because he has 2. Oh, never mind. Card Shark just died. Oh, still 2 more cold waters. It's fine. He's got another one anyway.
It's fine. He's doing good. He's chilling, but it looks like B-Bang is trying to equalize the amount of apostles they both have by trying to use the Scorch Brand and into the Sun Disc to make sure that it's going to be a 1v1 once again. Because it was close. It was close in the previous round, and he could maybe make something happen this time.
And the Scorch Brand also, gives B-Bang a place to chill if there's no cold water around it. So it is it's decent, right? It's decent. And right now you're gonna get one pop. Never mind, another cold water. I wonder how much mana B-Bang has, because Tate is doing really, really well right now. Has a lot of mana, just sitting back and chilling.
Ooh, look at that. Welcome to the slam there into the sun. Okay, that's 1500 damage. I just saw him deal 2400 on the sun disc, and then he crits on an auto at 1200. That was like around almost 4000 damage.
Wow.
4000 damage on an ability and an auto earlier. That's crazy. On an apostle too. Imagine if it hit the avatar instead.
Exactly. And I mean, that's what he's trying to do in the late game, it seems like, right? Is he's trying? Oh, and look at that. Tate playing the flamethrower instead of the cold water. B-Bang reacting to it and not getting the knockup that he needed.
Oh my goodness, is this going to be B-Bang's game? The cold water is being allowed to be used there. Cancels another cold water, but recast it again. Does not cancel that one this time.
Oh,
and he just has
off.
all the cold waters in the world is being casted right now.
Just off right there. And I think that's going to be it. I don't think B-Bang's going to be able to survive all that.
Oh my
Three cold waters back to back to back. And B-Bang tried to cancel, right? It wasn't for lack of trying.
That's true. Wait. There's more. He gets to hide behind the Scorch Brand, but the cold water could be the nail in the coffin. The sun disc gets dashed away by Tate, and now Tate just needs to chill inside, and poof goes the cold water into the face.
That's how close it is, right? B-Bang went for 3 cancels, and Tate's trigger finger was steady. Tate's been showing that the entire series. Very, very steady trigger finger, not getting canceled very often, if at all, even though he's using Water C4, which is very impressive. As a Water C4 user, that gets canceled all the time.
Yep, that's right. All right, give me one moment.
All right, so we're going in to potentially the last match, and B-Bang coming right off the bat, going to drop out a Sun Disc. Not going to go for the Scorch Brand just yet. Holding it, chilling. And let's see. I think B-Bang needs to do something here. He needs to do more damage to these Apostles, or else he's just going to end up in this horrible late game situation every single time. There's the Scorch Brand.
The Scorch Brand once again.
But here comes Huru, Tate coming in with the flamethrower, supporting all that cold water damage, and you're seeing the warriors from B-Bang are already down. This might also be a little bit of an apostle diff. I feel like these apostles are dying very, very quickly.
That's true, but the thing about Tate is that a lot of his early game cold water was canceled, which allowed B-Bang's tiny fire minions to just deal some damage. So he has 1 apostle, 1 rogue already down. And were you seeing the numbers that they were dealing? They were dealing 600 per hit on just their autos. Those tiny little things, they may be tiny, but they pack a punch, you know?
Yeah, no, 600-700. Bow, 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 bow. It's not to be toyed with. It is real, and at least there's still some presence on the map here for B-Bang. But Tate's still looking in control, jumping. Oh, nice shield by B-Bang, not taking the damage from the smash. Also shielding from some of that, but wow, the damage did make it through. The disc comes out, and B-Bang is fighting for his life, but he seems to be under a whole lot of pressure.
That's true, but like he's doing a lot better than the previous ones, because when he was in the same position a few games ago, he was already taken very low, almost at half health, but now pressure is being applied by Tate. He's recognizing it now, and oh my goodness, 1400 damage and then into the auto. That Sun Disc is very, very, well, I've never seen it be played that way. So it's turning heads right now. 1300 damage just on a single
our
run.
Head.
Yeah,
it's turning our head
for sure.
And Tate's trying to predict a jump in from B-Bang with his smash. Very, very interesting right there. And here we go. The cold waters begin. And how is B-Bang going to deal with this? He gets stuck outside of the zone. He does cancel 1, it looks like, but there's already 2 alive. Is he going to get a cancel? No, that one is not canceled. That was too slow from B-Bang, and it looks like it's over. B-Bang's about to go pop. He needs more shields. Wait, no, he got a cancel. There's no cold waters on the field. There's still hope. It's not a lot, but there is hope.
1500 damage onto him. Cold water grinder.
Cancel.
Oh my
Oh no,
god! One more cancel? No, there's no more cancels here. This could be
Oh.
the nail in the coffin right now. The zone is closing in once again. The zone is equalizing the HP, but the cold water is
Oh.
gonna pop, and it's just gonna be the nail in the coffin, which will
Oh
eliminate
man.
B-Bang. Dude.
But he played so
Whoa.
well. He
Played
was
so well.
one cancel away, right? One or two, and wow. Okay, B-Bang's got skills. This guy has got skills. That was impressive. But Tate is the champion of that round, coming through
Yeah.
absolutely calm, cool, and collected. Well deserved, well earned. Good job, Tate. Good job, B-Bang. That was fun to watch.
Oh my gosh, it was insane how he was playing that. I think that Sundisk is the new Earthsea 3, man. We are seeing different builds. You're right, 8GG, man. Turning heads with these kooky builds that just works, man. Just works. The Fire C1, Earthsea 3, Fire C3, and the crits. I saw those Scorch Brands just making crits happen out of nowhere. I was seeing numbers pop out, and I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? Those tiny things, man. There was a popping.
Hey, that was you could see Tate was the pro and B-Bang was the up and comer fighting for his spot, showing the people that he does belong here. So well done to both players. And after this, we are going to move into the top 4, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to a quick little potty break. So grab a drink, get on Twitter, let everybody know what's good. And when we get back, we're going to have a shout out to our sponsors and we're going to hop into the most epic matches of the day.
Oh, yeah. Pew,
Shots
pew,
fired, baby. Shots fired left and right. We are in the top 4. E4E A New Dawn. Biku, give us a little shout out of our sponsors. Who are we working with today?
All right, made possible by, of course, E4E and, of course, Loot Rush. Loot Rush is one of the greatest platforms ever. Thank you so much for making this tournament happen and also making the dreams of a lot of godlings happy and happen as well, because they can try out any apostle or planet combination they need just by renting out the planets and not dishing out or breaking the bank, just to bring in whatever they can conceptualize in their skill set. So yeah, thank you once again, Loot Rush. Go to lootrush.com or follow them at Loot Rush Games. Thank you for making this tournament happen.
We appreciate you, Loot Rush, and also Aperon for supporting us and working with us. And, we look to make Aperon the #1 esports game in Web3. We're looking to bring tournaments, bring the hype, build the storyline, and really see where this can take us, because a lot of us have been around Web3 for quite some time, and we've been waiting for that game that really kicks off and brings us all together again for another live event.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So now that we have an actual game that's truly real-time strategy in a 1v1 set, I've heard people say that Aperon is the true PvP experience when it comes to taking advantage of small wins and opportunities, because honestly, there's a lot of, did you know that in the top 5,000, 4,000 players are not using Planet NFTs?
Wow, that's incredible. That's really a cool statistic. And that shows that, the game is won by the player, not by the NFT. What's up, Justin? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Good morning and congrats on your guys' win in your E4E A New Dawn tournament last night. Zach was a monster.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna little shout out to everyone in chat. On Tuesday, I'm going to be interviewing and talking to Ancient 8 about all the cool stuff that they're doing over there. So, make sure to tune in for that. We'll be on the same Twitch right here, E4E. We'll be streaming a lot, ladies and gentlemen, with a lot of cool stuff and a lot of Aperon. So make sure to stay tuned. Asta in the chat, what's up, girl? How you doing?
What is up, Asta? How you doing, man? Oh my god, you're awake.
She couldn't miss it. She had to come by and say what's up. All right, so our next match is going to be Tate versus Tino. Ooh, baby. Another HGG versus Tate. Is he going to be the HGG killer today? Or is Tino going to bring it back for us and show Tate, your road ends here, friend?
Okay, I guess in this very tournament, we are going to see someone claim the title of Clayton. If you don't know who Clayton is, he's the hunter that hunted down the gorillas in Tarzan. So yeah, who's going to be Clayton of this tournament?
Love it, bro. Love it. Hell yeah. Who's going to be Clayton? Who's going to be Clayton? And is it going to be Tate? He's off to a good start. But either way, both of these players have qualified for the big final with the big prizes. Actually, if somebody has those prizes of the final, if you could drop them in our chat.
All right. So starting
just to let everyone know,
now.
Right? What is going to be fought for. This is not just for this tournament and this. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. Cold Water Double Card Shark. We already know.
Cold Water Double Card Shark has the trigger discipline, walks away from that baby cage.
Every single time, right? We just see Tate in the edge of the baby cage, just chilling in that little corner, always seems to get away, doesn't panic, doesn't overreact. Tino on the other side, dropping his EC5, trying to cancel, but a little bit too late. So Tate just kind of walks away, gets some heal, and they're both chilling right now.
They're definitely both chilling right now, but it looks like first to die is the rogue on the side of Tinop there. So Tate still has all of his apostles alive, but it looks like one of his rogues is going to be taken down first. And he's playing the same play from earlier, just using that cold water ritual as a meat grinder for apostles, not even allowing it to live to see the second half of this match.
And I mean, that rogue is still pretty healthy again, right? Cold water does heal. It's very strong. We do see a baby cage come down and get the stun. We see another baby cage come down, so double stuns Latino, but not able to get that much damage from all that mana that he spent. But he does not care. He's just going to put up the easy 5. Gets the stun and does some decent damage to Tate, who is not looking quite as comfortable as last round. Tino keeping on the pressure. Zip Zap's coming out.
That's true. So like we see Tinop is just trying to make sure that he doesn't cast his stuns like too early, because he knows Tate is the master of having trigger discipline there, but he's now a quarter health. Here comes the baby cage. He's maxi stunned there. Cold water ritual to maybe do something, but the tailwind dash cancels that as well. He tailwind dashes away. Hopefully maybe
another one.
Cold water down. He gets canceled once again. He's already at a quarter health and not a single cold water in hand. Needs to discard some more. Needs to make something happen. Uses that taunt to get him away. He gets a cold water down, but it's already too late.
I think it's too late.
It's just an autoplay now. Yep.
Yeah, it's 3 cancels in a row from Tino. I mean, okay, hold on. It's not over yet, but another cancel.
Another cancel.
Oh my goodness.
Insane, dude.
So Tino had 3 knockups in a row, and then after that he zip zapped, and then after that he knocked up again and canceled. That was insanity. But you know, Tate's still fighting. He's still trying. It's gonna be very tough, but he's got 2 apostles. He's got a little bit of life. He needs to get a cold water off right now. If he doesn't, canceled again.
Canceled again.
Wow.
Tinop is just killing this man. And that's the first round. First blood goes to Tinop. And you would see that Tate was really trying to time it, making sure that he doesn't have a stun, but Tinop doesn't even care, man. He just casts it. Okay, I don't get to stun it. I don't get to stun your cold water out, but at least I deal damage. And then he just piles it on in that one single moment.
Oh, and now look at this. Tate right off the bat, he doesn't even wait. He's just like, I'm just going to sit here and cast it. He does get hit, but he doesn't care because he got the cast off. He's chilling. He got the card shark, and now he's just going to go into what he does and just cold water away. And let's see if he can get to the end game in a better position than last game. He is getting stunned even more now than last game, though. It doesn't look better to me at the moment.
It doesn't look better, but oh my god, the cold water gets canceled. Actually, it does not even get casted. And oh my god, 1200, 500, that's 1700 coming from the warrior autos with the last dude standing already on the side of Tate. Just looking for an angle, trying to cancel something, but doesn't cancel anything. He doesn't have a copy of cold water right now, so he's chilling.
Tinop's been doing a great job of countering the flamethrower with the zip zap. He gets the stun and he stands right underneath the flamethrower. And then he comes with another baby cage. Huge, jumping in with the warrior and keeping the pressure on. Oh my goodness, Tinop in a little bit of danger here. Drops the EC5 to get some healing, but there's nothing in it.
Oh my god. Okay, so now here it comes. I think Tate is now figuring out how he can deal with Tinop there. So here's the Palm Flamethrower. He's taking care of his apostles one by one. Tate has all of his apostles at a healthy state, but Tinop does have the Earth C5. So it is crucial that he finishes this game before the final circle or else.
He's going to be full now. He's full now because that one full. EC5, 4 apostles in it. And oh wait, no! What are you doing, Tate? Wait, what? It worked.
Zip zap on a freaking zip zap. You're better than this, Tate. I know it worked. It canceled, but it got canceled on a zip zap. You could have walked away. You could have done something else, but no, you walked into that. But oh my god, the advantage on the apostle is massive. The Earth C5 finds 4 though, needs to cancel this. Uses the card shark to maybe get some shields in there. Tinop take it to half health, but they're both at full health. So it's a battle of the cancels once again.
Kind of, right? So Tinop was so far behind that the apostles basically canceled out the healing of the EC5. So he's still a bit behind. And now that he has to fight against the flamethrower, that could be a bit annoying in this 1v1. But as long as he doesn't let a cold water get off, he has a chance. Very well played right here by Tate, just dropping flamethrower after flamethrower. And Tinop's just trying to dance on him.
And oh my god, the cold water gets procced! Cold water gets procced, and here comes the Palm Flame. In 10 seconds, Tanop is gonna truly shine with the Earth C5. There
But
is
then the
currently
cancel.
no, and oh my goodness, they both cast their circles, but Earth C5 is massive here, and the cancel again with the Zip Zap Orb. Is this gonna be enough? Tate has Tanop on the ropes here, gets the follow-up, gets the knock-up right there, gets the cold water in there as well. There's no Earth C5 there right now, but he also doesn't have any tailwind to cancel any Earth C5 possibilities. The pop is there. There's no more water. No, but Tanop gets killed by the auto. Crazy game, dude.
So
Wow.
Tate made a great adjustment right there and just started spamming Flamethrower, because every time that Tanop comes in, Flamethrower is just going to be in his face, basically. And that worked really well. Tate takes game 2, and woo, this is going to be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. Game time, baby.
Definitely gonna be a really long one, because both of them has their number. He figured it out. Take care of the apostles first. Don't give a care about what Tanop's doing. He may try to cancel me, but I can easily dodge that right away. He's gonna cancel this one. Oh yes, like I said, he's gonna cancel that because he's literally right next to the Guardian.
No, I think he got it off though, luckily. But it was close, and there he gets stunned. He's gonna get this one off, or is there gonna be another knockup?
Oh
no,
man.
It gets off again. So Tate getting every single cold water off. Nice start there. But Tino, not tripping, has his EC5, doing a little bit of damage, and both players are resetting, setting up their hands, and kind of playing with their mana, playing the cards.
The Welcome to the Slam doesn't even get the cancel in because Tate doesn't have any armor present at the time. So he is free to do another cold water, maybe uses the Hangry Yell to maybe get a taunt. The Tailwind might cancel this, but no, he gets the cold water off, and he is just chilling with that Card Shark and another copy. Oh, wait, he didn't get the Card Shark off. The Card Shark got canceled.
The Card Shark got canceled, and it looks like that avatar is no longer with us. But, Tanop is, again, in the situation where he can just keep healing off his EC5s. Nice stun. That was a cancel. That one felt good.
Yep.
Tate now in the corner, and he can't get out of here. He keeps getting stunned up. Now Tino's coming in with the pressure, trying to avoid any C4s being cast. So now we're going back to the mind games. Tate's coming back to the Flamethrower.
I like how it's called. It's also cold water is water C4. It's basically C4, like a bomb. So he's just planting these bombs into the field. So 30 seconds left before it's the sweet spot for the cold water ritual. He has most of his apostles on his side, but Tanop does have the advantage in HP. Can he make something happen before the Earth C5 circle appears? So there's not that much pressure here right now coming out of Tate because his warriors are slowly dying. I'm sorry, they're already dead. So the cold water is huge here.
And Tanop is just ready for it. He gets the cancel that mattered right there. That was absolutely huge because and another one. Tino is on fire.
He's canceled this one. Okay, he gets that, and he is sitting in 14 mana. The Tailwind dash is gonna be used, but it doesn't cancel anything. The Earth C5 needs to come down now. Tate has full control with 2 cold waters in the field, and this one doesn't get canceled as well. Another cold water. Oh no, it gets canceled. It does get canceled. Both of them are half health. Oh my god, hands in the air for both of them right now. The Zip Zap Orb is doing some work. The Tailwind dash is already being hovered, and the Earth C5 is now on the field. This is Tanop's game, and there's no way for him to come back. Tate gets denied the first round.
That was sick. That was a sick
gameplay.
That was sick. That was just sick gameplay. That was just sick gameplay. Sick gameplay. Wow.
Oh my goodness, man. Wow.
Publishing, making clips. Oh my goodness. Tanop winning set 1 right there. Woo! That was close.
Woo-hoo.
That was well battled out right there.
Denies the title of Clayton. Denies him the match against Rallo maybe for this matchup. The Ape Killer, or are we going to be seeing an Ape Finals? Just aping it out there.
Aping. Always aping. Non-stop delivery! As as Rollo and I say, non-stop delivery! And that was a delivery right there. A delivery of many important cancels at the end of the game, not letting the water C4 happen. And it was great because Tino played an EC5, did an auto attack, and it looked like maybe Tate could get off that water C4, and Tino just jumped over with the tailwind dash and boom, canceled. Then you see Tate get 2 off, and the tides start to turn again, and it's like, okay, Tate's got this, and the one cancel that Tino got that we weren't sure if he did, it was so late, but he got there just in time, and that one turned the tides, got Tino the middle of the map, and allowed him to bring that one home.
That's right. He had 15 mana at cap. All he had to do was just keep spamming cold water, but it was getting canceled each time. So it was 3 mana versus a lot of cold waters being casted. So it is insane how that played out. I thought Tate was gonna win that. I really thought Tate had that in the bag with all of that mana, but no. Tanop just had the cancels at the ready.
Once you start getting, the cancel flow going, the thing that you don't realize as the person doing the canceling, they're so frustrated because every time they pull a card out, and you're like, oh my god, and then all of a sudden you're half health.
And you're not even realizing you're getting chipped away by the Leaping Shield Bonk. Leaping Shield Bonk does still do damage as compared to the Baby Cage that deals nothing, by the way. It's just a stun. It's a really big AoE stun.
Okay, here we go. Set number 2. Tate needs this if he wants to be the Clayton. Or else it's going to be Tino moving up into the grand finals.
Yes, sir. Okay, so it looks like there's not going to be some changes in this one. Still using the cold water ritual. Same build as before, hoping the same thing happens. Well, this is the definition of insanity, but he doesn't cast cold water immediately. Actually waits it off. I think he just missed his opportunity. Now this is going to get canceled? No, my God. It doesn't get canceled. Okay, so cold water being allowed to be casted right here, right now. The second one perhaps gets canceled. It does. Boom, and that's it. I was like, I'm just waiting. Like, where's the cancellation? Because I was expecting the first one to get canceled.
There's zip zaps out. Don't do it. There's zip zaps out. Come on now.
Oh, he definitely knows that. Oh my God. He gets it. I thought he got stunned by the Baby Cage, but he does still get it out. Gonna be using that last dude standing to deal some more damage, trying to erase Tanop's apostles, but it doesn't work anymore. Tanop has figured out the code on what he can do once all of his apostles are dead.
Yeah, and I mean, so as you said, he's trying to really take out these apostles, getting caught by another Baby Cage. And this is getting really annoying. I think Tate might be getting a little bit tilted. He's been getting knocked up and canceled now for the last 5 minutes of gameplay. And you just have Tanop chasing him down, hitting him with autos, hitting him with bonks. And now a welcome to the slam is not going to hit anything for Tate. He's just being hunted right now. Tanop's like, you ain't no Clayton. I'm your Clayton, sir. Here we go. Another
you may be Clayton, but I'm Tarzan, buddy.
There it is, and here it is, another zip zap, getting some fire to the face, but Tino is full health right now.
Yeah, he's full health. He may need to try to get some value off of this rogue with the card shark. He's trying to dig for the cold water. Okay, he finds it, but hopefully it doesn't get canceled. It does get canceled once again with the tailwind.
No, he didn't play it.
You are not allowed to play this game, Tate. I've got your number. Welcome to the jungle and welcome to ape.gg. You may be trying to be the Clayton, but I'm the Tarzan of this jungle. Gets the cold water down, but the Earth C5 is going to put him back to full health.
But he cancels the cancel now. Tate needed that.
He has some tricks up his sleeve, but he needed another one. He needed another one so bad. But
he's jumping his apostles out of the EC5, trying to not let Tanop heal up too much. He's going to get off this cold water. That's huge. Tanop's going to get off his EC5 to also kind of counter the cold water. There is a little hole on the outside where Tanop can stand in, but he decides to go in to get the kill on the warrior. He's going for the cancel.
Oh, that's the third one.
I don't think he got it. That's 3 now. And if he gets off another, this game is going to go in Huru's favor. It looks like another one is off. And that's not going to be enough healing. Tanop is going down.
Dang, Tate really figured that stuff out, because honestly, he was also going for some cancels on his side, and Tanap was not able to catch up with any of those heals. So a lot of that really is because building up all of those mana, allowing the apostles to die so that he could just let the apostles just tank all the damage. Tanap can worry about them while I worry about having all of the cold waters in hand for that final push, for that final kill. Damn, that is crazy.
So we see Tate here switching it up in the starting session each time, right? This time he went instant water C4. It's all about the mind games. You're doing the same start each game. And this time he gets off all 3 water C4s without any issues. So that's a nice start. He did stack the first 2. So he didn't get maximum value, but he didn't get canceled. So I think in his mind, he's pretty happy with that. And he's doing a lot of damage right now to Tinop's apostles, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like as soon as Tinop turns, it's gonna turn into that same battle again. But let's see. Tate is switching it up this time a little bit and really focusing on apostles.
This is kind of horrible on the side of Tate right now, because honestly, his apostles are getting chomped down first before anything else. So he's left with 2 of his warriors. He's not able to get another copy. Oh, the Zip Zap does not cancel the cold water. He does have a second one right there, but because the rogues are now gone, missing in action, he can't cast that many cold waters. And oh, the precision and the
another
my god, cancel by the Zip Zap again, dude.
Oh
Crazy.
Boy. And this is going to
boy.
be another stun, so no damage on Tinop. You know, Tate's just working on these apostles, but he's getting chunked right now over and over. And, you know, he does have the warrior advantage. So going into the late game, those 2 warriors, they're pretty freaking healthy.
Trigger discipline should have worked there, but honestly, trigger discipline does not apply to Zip Zap orbs, who may be casting the cold water and does not get canceled. Okay, so left with 2 warrior, it is now a 3v1 situation. The tailwind does not cancel it, but he takes damage from the warrior's auto attack. Insane damage from the last dude standing, but he's gonna heal it off right here. Cast another cold water, gets it down. 5 seconds left until that's gonna encapsulate the entire zone of the map where it's safe. Another cold water is gonna get canceled again with the tailwind. Can he close this for a tiebreaker? He doesn't have any cold waters in his hand. He's stuck with all this palm flames, and that's not what you want to see. That's not where you want to be. You want to have all the cold waters in hand, but there's nowhere to be seen. I see it
just
now.
Dropping the pressure. He's staying on him. Zip Zap after Zip Zap after Zip Zap. He's not giving him a chance. Here he goes. He's trying the cold water. It gets canceled again.
Yeah,
and one
he
more.
tries again. It's the definition of insanity. The EC5 is now down. There is no more safe space for you, Tate. This is where you die. And he accepts his fate and dashes right outside.
Too low. Game 3, oh baby, this is going back and forth. These competitors are both worthy of winning this, that is for sure. Tino with the 1-0 set lead. If he wins this, it's over. And if Tate wins this, we're going to go to a 3rd set. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Aperon. This is esports. This is what we live for, baby. Let's freaking go.
Let us freaking go. So we are currently at match point for Tinop, or will Tate make this a series and reverse sweep the whole ordeal to get to finals? And oh my goodness, right off the bat, we are seeing the early aggression coming out of Tate, and the baby cage does not cancel anything and does allow him to get the cold water off once again. So that's 3 cold waters successfully being casted in the early game.
It shows the baby cage, like, if you hit it perfectly, it can just change the game. But if you hit it late, it literally does nothing.
Yeah.
So it's another one of those things. Like, it's a half-second difference between the perfect play and you wasted energy, right? So just so people watching understand, sometimes we've been seeing it changing the game, but it also, when it doesn't work, you lose a lot of energy for no damage.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's a really good trait. It's a really good skill to learn, is when you can cancel a lot of abilities, because when you're canceling something like cold water that costs 4 mana for an ability that costs 2 or 3 mana, it is still a big deal, because if they get it off, it's more value to them than it is to you.
Yeah, and not only the mana difference, but like cold water's a staple move, right? It heals, it damages, it sucks things in, it crowd controls. You stop that, you're getting massive value. Wow, he does get it off. He runs into another baby cage to get a double stun for T-Nop, but he's sitting in his cold water, getting some heal, trying to do some damage, and here we go. We're back to the flamethrower versus the zip sap. They're dancing around. Tate is really low again, but he has 3 apostles this time, and 30 seconds until the circle goes into his cold water range.
Yeah, so not having any apostles alive on the side of Tanop allows him to have consistency. Oh my god, are we gonna see the sweep coming from Tanop? The Zip Zap orb is gonna be the nail in the coffin for the side, and Smile for the pick. Clayton has been denied, and Ape moves up into finals. Tanop eliminates Tate.
That was clean. I mean, I think his Zip Zap level has got to be fairly high, right? Because it felt like it was doing a lot of damage. A lot of damage.
That's true, but at the end of the day, you just wanted to cancel him, but he is using it offensively this game. Crazy.
Yeah. So we saw a lot of back and forth, a lot of switching. Not a lot of switcheroos, but a lot of switching. Well done, Tino. Well done, Tino. ATG will be in the finals today. And Tate, one of the fan favorites, well done as well. Strong, strong player. Look forward to seeing more of Tate in the future.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, Tate is not somebody to scoff at. He's a really good player, nonetheless.
Sourbeck, how do you know how long until the circle closes? In the top right, there's a clock. It's always ticking down. When it hits 0, the circle closes, a new clock pops up. When that one ticks down, the circle closes, a new clock pops up. Bop, boopity boppity blockchain, baby.
Beepity boppity boop. So yeah, every time, because the circles are very important, because the second to the last circle is where Tate would have shined, because the cold water hits the entire thing, and then the last circle is where Earth C5 shines in comparison.
For now, until the update.
Yeah.
The update is going to change it so that final circle is a little bit bigger, and the Earth C5 does not fill the whole circle, which I think is very smart, because it still makes you play on a knife's edge. You're going to have to just barely be out of it, right? So it's going to be very difficult, but possible.
Yeah, very possible.
Oh.
All right. Big
old ice
who do we
cube
got
in
next?
there, and it got real cold. So the top 4 of this move into the finals, and each region is going to have a $2,000 distribution in the finals. So if you made top 4, you're in that final tournament with the $2,000 prize pool per region. So for this tournament, first place 80, second place 50, third, fourth 30, 5th through 8th 20, and 9th through 16th 10 from a Loot Rush account. So, everyone's getting paid out today. If you made it into this tournament, you do get a prize. And if you made it to the top 4, you're going to be moving on for the big boy prizes.
Dang, I can't wait. There's so many prizes, but sometimes these players are just going at it for the glory, most likely. Because honestly, it's just it just fires everything up, dude. Everybody just wants to one-up each other in the best Web3 PvP game ever, Aperon.
Hands down, baby. Hands freaking down. And next, we're going to get Rollo versus Philly. What place is Philly on the ranks, do you know?
Philly? He's 4th. He was 4th.
4th. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
so
last I checked, it was 4th.
So I heard people saying C was the better region, but when you look at the top of the leaderboards, I gotta say the Americas seem to be dominating the top of the leaderboards.
America, Latin, yep. So that's the thing, right? So that was the argument, because meta is being formed. There's more players in top 100. So on the side on the western side compared to the east, like it could be dominant in that way, or it could just have many more players. But that is yet to see. We have to have a world tournament. No lag, no nothing, a LAN tournament. Dude, it has to happen at some point.
If it's 8 players, it has to be like 4 on each side of each, right? Full mixture. And every matchup is set up to be an East versus West right off the break. Obviously, it doesn't stay that way because round 2 is depending on who won. But then we could see all these epic matchups of players that have never really played online, which will be very fun to watch.
Exactly. All right. So now seeing Philly. All right, we're back at it, and oh my God, it's a priest in the field. We haven't seen a single priest this entire tournament, so I'm excited to see what can be done with this. And knowing the fact that Rallo, okay, tries to get the cancellation there, but doesn't get it anyway. The Fire C5 is going to be casted, and I don't think Rallo runs Prickly Personality. Maybe he does. Maybe it's not really that big of a problem for Fire C5. So,
I think he'll have some prickly, if not this game, then in the future. But that priest is already very, very low. Rollo put all of his power right on the priest. Priest is going to go down right about meow. There it is. Priest is down. And now we're going to see if Rollo goes on the hunt. He did go for the auto cancel in the start. We know how hard it is. We've seen it once. We clipped it. It was real. But, nice jump from Philly, hitting Rollo right in the chinny chin. And here we go. More fire towers looking to come out.
Oh yeah, so like the priest is gonna be just a little bit of a way to slow him down, so that the early game, the first gust wind is not gonna be used on him, but instead on the priest, because you want to prioritize killing the priest. So it baited the first gust wind, but here comes the second gust wind already in hand. The return is gonna be massive if it hits, taking Philly to half health right away. Oh, the leaping shield bomb, and the second gust wind's gonna be casted. Will this return be massive at a quarter health? Here it is. The zip sap's going to be applying some pressure. The stun is going to be there, and he's just trailing and following him anywhere he
Philly's
goes.
In trouble.
Tailwind dashes
in
away.
Trouble now, and there's the cages behind zip zaps.
The cancellation of the Fire C5 is massive, and that's the nail in the coffin, dude.
And I want to point
zip zap canceled.
I want to point out, Rollo was playing within fire tower range the whole time, but just barely. Like, he was dancing in and out, letting it attack his apostles, maybe even taking a little bit of laser damage, but not too much, and still able to get off the AC5 attacks, right? Last night, Mino in the finals against Zach was not able to do that. Exactly that. Like, play on that knife's edge and just be out of range of the damage, but still be able to use your moves and do your gameplay without those towers just shutting you down and putting you in full defensive mode.
Yeah, so what's crazy is that Philly does not play switcheroo mages, which is a very big ability when it comes to fighting against Gustwind. So maybe he'll learn his lesson in this very match, and everyone is just piling on to the priest. Everyone is a priest hater right now. He does have the almost invincible to maybe delay that a bit. The Gustwind is going to be used on the priest, taking him very low to a quarter health. Doesn't have enough mana to actually heal him right back up, and he's just going to fall. He's going to fall right there.
He's just dead. Again, Rollo weaving in and out with the towers, using his zip zaps, using his knockups, and putting Philly in a corner right here. Really making... Oh, another jump slam, doing some good damage. Philly's trying to be erratic with his movement, trying to stay away. Nice slam from Philly in the return. Now we've got Rollo kind of isolated, fighting against the warrior and against Philly. Gets the knockup with a little dash away from Philly, who's now kind of hiding behind his warrior, which is smart. And Rollo's going in to kind of do some damage to the Apostles. But Rollo right now down in HP.
He's already down in HP, but a Fire C5 coming out of Philly is already there. The Prickly Personality is going to be casted on the side of Rollo, and he's getting cooked in his own ability. The Gustwind is going to be out, and the return is going to be massive, and he just has to handle this properly. One auto attack should do the trick, but the Zip Zap is going to take his life, and first win goes to Rollo.
Damn, man. Rollo is just... He's surgical. He's precise with these feathers. I haven't seen anyone be as precise as him. Maybe 1437, but I haven't seen 1437 really push to his limits yet. To really have to hit all of them. So I know there's players out there.
Man. He's waiting for the right tournament to actually show his skill. So you know how it works. Like when he is the Booed King, he calls himself the Booed King. So he is just sitting back in his throne, waiting, letting everyone else have their fun. But when the time comes to show his skill, he does show it. So I do want to know what it's gonna be like when Rollo and 1437 face off each other. You know?
Oh, that's gonna be amazing. So funny fact. Sourbeck is almost a top 100 player. He did not know about the timer countdowns in the top right. So look at that. top 200 player that doesn't know the countdowns, which is a huge thing in the late game. And he's like, wow, no wonder I can't break into top 100. Now he
doesn't know the
knows.
timer. Oh my
He
god,
didn't
dude,
know the timers. And he's so
back,
good.
All he does is just kill people. Doesn't even really care about the timer. And then he does it out of intuition. It comes natural to him. Oh, this entire time I could have been using that timer. This entire time I was just using my instincts. Like I could feel the circle closing in.
Playing at a disadvantage makes you stronger. You know, my first 2 weeks, I never used warriors. I used everything else so I could learn them. I didn't want to just be a one-trick warrior player. And I tried multiple different builds. I really tested a bunch of things out, and I wasn't using optimal things. And it made me play at a disadvantage. I got really frustrated. And then one day, we cleaned it all up and we fixed all the little oopsies. And now I'm like floating around top 250, right? So optimization is huge in this game. And knowing these little things like the timer makes a big difference.
Okay, let's go. And Sourbeck queues into gap to try to clock. Okay, good luck, buddy. Good luck. I know Sourbeck is also is technically Ape as well, and is a really good Axidol player. But yeah, forget about that. Good luck on your game. Let's see what's going on here.
Gap didn't know about the clock either. He's
no freaking shot. Okay, he's capping. You guys are capping. I do not believe a single word out of you guys now. Oh my god. There's no shot.
If that's true, that's funny. Okay, Sensi, I know you're lying. You taught me about the clock, so you stop that right now.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go, baby.
Wow.
Set number 2. And
Ape
right
having
off the
the
bat,
most trolls, dude. Your guild has the most trolls.
We're supposed to be apes, not trolls, boys. Apes, not trolls. All right, so here we go. Rollo going for that priest yet again. Trying to get an almost invincible out is Philly. Does get it out. Well played. Buys a little more time. And the healer actually gets another little burst of life right there. He's down now, but, you know, well played. Nice try by Philly. And going in now with very low mana, but full HP. And down one. Oh, no, Apostles are tied. Apostles are tied. Nice stun from Rollo. And now going for the counter. Another stun. Oh, and Philly taking some damage. Missing his stuns back for the return.
All right, so now Fire C5 is slowly going to get casted, but oh my god, the Welcome to the Slam keeps finding him. Still refuses to play a switcheroo mage, and it looks like that's going to cost him first blood right there. Still uses the priest for the delay, but it's not as valuable as the switcheroo mage, so he can just keep doing this. He can just keep piling on. Once the first Welcome to the Slam comes in, it welcomes up the Gust Wind out of Rollo. Rollo sitting pretty at full health there. A Gust Wind just to make things so much simpler for him. Doesn't even have a Tailwind to get away. And Philly gets executed by the Gust Wind's return.
If you watch Rollo, it is so beautiful. If we can get a replay of that, actually. If you watch Rollo, how he sends out the Gust Wind and he kind of walks up and around the outside and then he goes in at the last second.
Yeah, that's
it's
the thing.
so beautiful. Just the timing.
That's the thing. I haven't even seen a single Earth C5 coming out of Philly to maybe heal himself back up. But I guess that's not the goal here. The goal here is to make sure the priest doesn't die way too early before he could kill off all of his apostles. But Rollo knows exactly what to do in that situation. Even if it's a 1v5, it just gives him consistency with his tailwinds and his gust winds, and he'll just double, triple hit you with all of the mana that he has.
Hey, and it's working, right? Rollo is dancing in and out. He's showing people how to beat FC5. This is how you beat FC5. If you didn't know, now you know. You learned it here. Esports for everyone, a new dawn, baby. Lego!
Lego, man. Honestly, the prickly personality allows AC5 to flourish, but Rollo never stopped. Rollo never complained. He just kept playing his strength, which is Air C5, and look at him. He's chilling at top 2. Whoever is at top 1 right now, that's crazy, but I'm sure Rollo will just gonna pop right back up into the end of this season. Blade Breakdancing is going to be casted, so Raulo at a disadvantage on the Apostles there. The first half of the Gust Wind is going to be popping right back out. A second Gust Wind is out. The return is massive. Gets the snare. The second return for the Gust Wind will execute him into the finals, and you didn't even get a single game off of Raulo, dude. A switcheroo, my guy. Crazy
Executioner.
Game. Holy
Executioner. Moly. That was insane. What just
both the
happened,
judge and
bro?
executioner just pouncing at you, trying to find any small advantages he can find. He takes it, and then he just slaps you with that. Like, he punishes you for not realizing your mistake, which is not bringing a switcheroo. I'm gonna keep forcing it down your throat that you need a switcheroo, man. You're just letting him bully you like that.
Those
Crazy.
feathers.
It was so
those
clean.
Feathers.
And you know how hard to actually hit those feathers. Have you tried AC5? It's actually really difficult to hit those feathers. And some people, even in top 10, still have a hard time getting those to hit too, even if it doesn't get canceled.
Bro, those feathers, cleanliness next to godliness. That was absolutely insane. Wow. I mean, the damage, I just clipped it too. The damage right there was nutty. That went from like 75 HP to 0 HP in the matter of 10 seconds. That was freaking sickness.
All right. So it looks
played.
So it looks like finals is going to be a battle of the apes, the master of cancellation and the masterclass assassin. Both apes just aping it to finals, man. Who's our bets on, dude? I'm honestly putting my money on Tanop. Someone's got to take Raulo down, man.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to see it because Tino would deserve it. It would be well earned. But you got to take out the champ first, right? You got to beat him, and Raulo looks untouchable right now.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I mean, come on, dude. Like wishful thinking.
But before we get into the grand finals, which will be a best of 5, we are going to take a 2-minute break. We're going to take a quick little breather, let the players get a quick little breather, and we're going to hop into this action. So stick around, and we will be right back.
Alrighty. Boom, boom, boom,
What's
boom,
up?
boom.
What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for another round of Apparani Sports E4E A New Dawn.
It's the finals time for A New Dawn. This is the match we've all been waiting for. Rallo, the king of the West,
against Tino, the up-and-comer, trying to Tino OP all over Rollo, you see. So we are about to see, and look at this bracket. There were so many good players in this tournament. There were so many top competitors that got knocked out, even in the round of 8, showing how deep this pool is. The Americas have been on fire, and we are ready for this grand final. Biku, I know you're going for Tino, you're going for the underdog. So, how does he win it? Is it a 3-2? Is it a 3-2? Is it a 3-1? Does he 3-0 him?
3-0? Dude, I want a series. I want a series where Rallo actually starts losing, because he has been just zooming through victory after victory after victory. He doesn't even let them get one game in. But, he's unforgiving. He doesn't give those up. He wants a clear record. So how does Tino win this? Not a single gust wind hits him, because it's never going to get casted. The master of cancellation,
That is true. He has been canceling a lot today, and that's what he's going to need. He's going to need more of that to come through. Let me get a little more center here. A little more of that to come through in order to take out Rollo, who is, fierce. But best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a marathon, or it could be a Rollo sprint. We are about to find out. I'm ready when you are, brother.
All right. And to Rallo, this is just him, this is the regular Sunday for Rallo. Okay, so right off the bat, we're just getting started. Looking at the chat, Sourbeck lost the gap. Oh, they forgot about the timer. Did you guys know that there's a timer in the game that shows you when
there's a timer, guys? There's a timer. Imagine that. Imagine that there is a timer.
All right. I can't wait for Sourbeck to cross top 100 because of this knowledge.
Yeah, that he's not even using. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So we see some adjustments right off the bat. We see Tino switching a mage in the back and thinking about how he's going to take advantage of Rollo and going out with a baby cage right off the bat, getting hit, stunned, but not taking too much damage from the warrior. Coming, using that EC5 now, going to get some healing, but Rollo jumping his warrior out instantly to keep the HP high.
Okay, so I see. Okay, so Rallo, he's just taunting Rallo, just chilling right next to him, just making sure that I'm not sure what he's making sure of, actually. You know what? I don't even know why I said that. But here comes another Earth C5 in the back. The switcheroo is gonna save one mage, and this one mage is already gonna be taken down really slowly. So that's one down out of Rallo.
Oh, nice knock up right there, mid dash. That was sick. We've seen that twice today. And we saw Tino trying to push the mage into the EC5 right as Rollo switcherooted out. So little micro moves happening from both players. Nice stun there from Tino. Seeing Rollo trying to come in and just getting out of the way, getting away from Rollo over and over, getting his knockups around him. Almost gets one there, but the feathers get out, do some damage to Tino. Decent return, and now Rollo seems to be turning on the pressure.
Oh, that confuses me so much, because he has 2 baby cages and not a single one was casted. He could have casted one of them so that Rallo could not angle the return of the feathers. Gets the one baby cage in there. I'm not really sure why, though, because usually you want to be a bit more reactive to when you're using these. So the welcome to the slams is going to be massive. So the Earth C5 is going to be used, but not going to be canceled by Rallo there. Going to be using that welcome to the slam to pop out those warriors, but they're going to be returning back into the Earth C5, and the dash out of the gust wind doesn't hit, and the stun is going to be huge because the return is going to be nerfed because of that stun.
So Tino making some really nice moves here, but Rollo still keeping the pressure on, staying in his face, and not really allowing Tino to do a whole lot. Nice knock up there. Another zip zap coming through, dropping the baby cage, trying to use it to get away. Does get one tipper tapper on Rollo. Tino going back in, but getting jumped on by the warrior, going down to almost no life.
Oh my goodness, one more auto for the Warriors should do the trick, but they don't have the last dude standing active, but that's the nail in the coffin. You don't want to be saving that much mana against Rallo because you don't have any way to actually burst him down. You're trying to get into that late game, but Rallo he's very conservative this entire game. For like a whole hot minute, he was not trying anything, not trying to pursue Tinop. He wasn't trying any gust win, but then he had it like around the second half. You know what, screw it, let's just use some gust wins, let's see what happens. And he wasn't playing there, he's not doing some counters. I saw him just hold on to the baby cages where he could have used it to maybe stop him to get that return at that one moment.
And, you know, maybe this round is the round where Tino mixes it up, uses the baby cages a little more effectively, and uses it as a zoning space, right? That's basically what it is it's a zoning space to keep yourself safe from aggression. Rallo coming out again with another follow-up, and, you know, Tino tries to do the same play, doesn't get it, only knocks up the mage, dropping the EC5 on the one other mage to try to, you know, not to get out all the damage right now, needs some healing later. But he cannot allow Rallo to cancel his EC5s in the mid game.
Yeah, Cleat 3 Oak could actually be possible here for Rallo. Actually, you know what? We're all expecting it right now. But hopefully Tinop can find a way to slow down Rallo and maybe get that C5 win off of the final circle. Because you know he doesn't have the tools necessary to actually kill off Rallo except for the Zip Zap Orb and maybe getting some welcome to the slams getting hit in. Okay, so C5 finds 2. He's gonna heal off that. And also Card Sharks into another C5 there, and also finds 2 once again. So he's healing right back up, trying to make sure that all the damage being dealt by Rallo is going to be useless till the end.
Very well played by Tino right now. That was very smart. Now he's got Rallo in a corner. He's been dodging the knockups from Rallo lately. The last 2 or 3 have not hit. Now we're going to get a stun from Rallo, but it looks like Tino's going to follow up with his own. Rallo jukes out. Nothing happening there. Gonna come with some support. Here's the switcheroo, so he hits the mage instead, and Rallo is staying active. Tino is staying in his stars this time, using it as a place to be safe. And it's working much better this round. Much better.
Exactly. That's how you beat Rallo. You make sure that you're blocking off any avenues, any angles he could take to maybe pull some gust wins out of himself, and even on the return. Okay, he's gonna be dashing into 2 procs of that baby cage, and oh my god, that gust win is just useless on the forward, but on the return, nothing hits. That was 5 mana all for nothing. And a leaping shield bonk slows Rallo down, but doesn't really find much of anything.
Yeah, didn't really get much damage on the Apostles either there for Rallo. So, you know, he's going to end up in a situation where he's going to have 2 Guardians on his bum if he keeps this up. Nice knockup, but it wasn't really enough because Tinop got in position to get the stun off anyways, and here we go. We've got an EC5, but no, it's canceled!
Oh, it's canceled. 15 seconds left before it's the sweet spot for the C5. Gonna be casting it right now on those 2 Apostles just to heal back up. 2 Guardians are left. Here comes the baby cage. He can hide in the baby cage. This is my no-no square. 3 seconds left when it's the sweet spot for the C5. The Zip Zap Orb is gonna be used to maybe deter him from canceling him as well, and the Gust Win is going to be casted, and the C5 is in the center, and now Rallo is zone surfing right here, right now. Both of them can't stay inside. He needs to go and hide right outside, but why is Tinop following him outside of the zone? He could have just stayed inside. What are you doing, buddy?
Why? He had him.
What?
Why did he chase him out there? No, Tino had that just how he wanted it. He had it set up perfectly, and he chases him into the zone and takes damage and eats feathers to the chin. You never want to eat feathers to the chin.
That was his game. He won. I get that he also has Gust Win, but you could like dig for tailwinds. You had the C5 inside of the zone, and you had every way to have won that if you stayed inside. And, you know, maybe if you could dash the Gust Win with a tailwind too. There's also that. I could be wrong.
Great plays. Great plays from Tino to get to that end game situation. And all he had to do is sit in the middle, have an EC5 up, and then dig for dashes. That's it, right? Just dig for dashes. You'll have your shield. You'll knock him up. You'll be able to get out of the way of all the danger, and you win.
I want to replay. I want to check what the hell was going on. Why was he for?
Panic? What? First tournament, maybe? Maybe he panicked.
Maybe
he's like, I won. Now I just pressure him.
He had so much health. There was no reason for him to go outside, dude. He was
I know, man.
What the hell? It is hard
to do
that.
That's a Choi Oi moment. That is a Choi Oi moment. It's hard to do because when he gets hit back with the feathers, he will get rooted and Rollo will shotgun.
Yeah, Rollo will shotgun. So, but the problem here is that he had the C5 in the middle, and he had so much health. One gust wind is not going to be enough to actually wipe him out. He could have stayed inside. He could have waited for the gust wind. He could have just mitigated the shotgun. He has tailwind himself. He could have gotten that. But first round goes to Rollo. Congrats, so.
Hey, Choi Oi moment is all I got to say, but Tino has plenty of time to get it back. And, you know, this is the way of esports. You can't make a mistake. You can play it right for 95% of the game. You mess up the last 5 and oopsie poopsie, you're out. You're done skis.
Yeah, that's a lot of Dunskies, a lot of oopsie moments here. But hey, if Tinup could almost pull that off, maybe he could get a game off of Rollo.
I think he can. I think he can get a set off of Rollo. He showed in that game how he wins this. If he plays it the same way and gets into the same situation, he wins those.
Yep, he definitely wins those. You can see that there was pressure on there. He played it so perfectly, except for just that last second. But maybe he can make it happen again perfectly this time. Baby Cage trying to entrap Rollo. The follow-up finds him into the welcome to the slam, but does not meet him in the face. Another follow-up coming out of Rollo doesn't find him at all. But the cancellation of the RC5 gets found. And now he has to twiddle his fingers and just maybe make something happen with this second C5, but only finding one.
Oh, Tino went for a big play right there. He tried to stun Rollo onto the EC5. It didn't quite work, but I like the attempt right there to just get a nice chunk because Rollo does not have a lot of healing. So any chonkers he can get out of him is definitely a big win for Tino. So far, you see 3 of Rollo's warriors right there just sitting on a Guardian, and they're kind of just tickling him. It's kind of nice for Tino. And here we go. EC going down, Rollo jumping out with 2 of his warriors so that Tino's not getting mass value. Nice feathers coming in from Rollo with the delivery, and the return is also decent.
The return of the shotgun play, and then the second gust wind is going to be going out as well. The stun comes in, and now Tino is taken to a quarter health. He's trying to look for his C5 to maybe heal right back up, but the problem here is that he's already killed a lot of apostles. Going to be using that Baby Cage as a no-no square. Hopefully, he can make something happen, maybe heal himself back up and get this to the late game, but the tailwind is going to cancel the C5 and his hopes of winning this first match. Yikes, man.
All of his opes are out of here because Rollo, again, just, oh my goodness, those returns, those knockups, the positioning every single time. It's insane. And I feel like this double Guardian is not working for Tino. He needs to switch it up. He's agreeing with me. He's going to put in a Priest to try to switch this up so that Rollo's going to have to focus on the Priest. It'll mean that the Mage will stay alive longer, more switcheroos in the mid game.
All right, so a Priest? Okay, so Priest is pretty sus. Honestly, Priest is pretty sus now because now you just took out one of your cancellations. Maybe the Fear could do something, could maybe slow everything down because the Tendrils is really good. It's a lot of people don't use it, but the Fear is really good, especially when you're auto-attacking the Priest, but it looks like the Priest is just going to get bursted down by the Gust Wind. Okay, let's use this one game to put a Priest in, and it doesn't even last 30 seconds.
Wow.
Cool. Oh,
there's not even a clock yet. There's not even a clock yet. And this Priest is gone instantly. Not only the Priest, so is the Mage. So that strategy did not seem to work. And now Tino is in trouble. He's on the back foot. He's going to be against a big old army. And oh baby,
Oh
oh no,
my
there is still a mage. Never mind, I'm wrong. The mage is still up. He's still back there, so there is still switcheroo, and he's getting some good damage on Rollo. So well
Yeah.
played by Tino, getting some positioning here, getting another knockup, and he still has EC5s to heal. But oh boy, here we go. The feathers are beginning again. And nice stun this time, so there's not going to be a return. Rollo tries to switcheroo to get there, anyways, doesn't get it off. And here we go. Can he get the EC5 off? This is very important. He does, and this will heal him back to full.
Yeah, this will heal him back to full, but he's dealing way too much damage on his apostles, and there's still way too much time left. So the problem here is now Rollo could just deal a lot of damage onto Tino, and he's not gonna, if he doesn't close this off
so
now.
Low.
Oh, yeah, he is very low. But if he doesn't close this off now, he doesn't have a way to actually heal right back up. Taking extremely low there. This could be the last Earth 5, and this will kill off the Apostles. Will he have enough to actually pressure Rollo off? And Rollo could still come back on this with a bunch of gust winds and a tailwind, but just one more autumn should do the trick. And that's one game out of Rollo. Tino coming out here, hitting that pebble onto Goliath, but he's going to stand right back up, and we'll see if he can close out 1 point.
Hey, he might be throwing pebbles, but maybe that was what he needed for his apostles to go down quickly. And Tino, well freaking played. As long as he doesn't get his EC5s canceled, it seems like, he can do pretty well. So maybe now Rollo just needs to focus on canceling 1 or 2 EC5s. Every time that happens, Rollo seems to run away with it.
That was a really interesting play coming out of Tino. You wouldn't expect him to actually play really aggressive in the early game, but he was just going at it, going in there with the zip zap orbs and everything. Maybe this priest play did actually work out for the better because everything is jumping onto him. Because in those early games, in the previous ones, you would see the Welcome to the Slams just jumping onto Tino, taking him very low, but now their focus is on the priest, saving him more time in the early game.
And Tino also doing a very, very good job of reading Rollo's movements, getting all of the stuns. He's hit almost every single stun this game, which was not the case before. And now look at, there is a clock, and there's still a priest. So this is looking a lot better for Tino than last game was.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, look at that, the damage, the HP, and everything. And also the problem here is that some people, when they play Earth 5, they think, okay, I'm gonna use Earth 5 to kill off all of your apostles. But the problem is you also need to leave some apostles for you to get some HP on, or else when you fighting people like Rollo that shines when his avatar is alone with all of that mana, he will decimate you with surgical precision.
So I'm noticing something. Rollo, doesn't have any real healing, right?
Yes.
And so Tino is doing a great job of really keeping the pressure on, and I think Tino has upgraded his zip zaps and put more points in it, because every time he's on Rollo with the zip zap, it's doing a lot of damage, and usually zip zap doesn't do a whole lot, but it's doing a lot. A lot.
Whatever changes Tino has made so far, it looks like he has Rollo on the ropes. And look at that. That was 1 forward on the gust wind and a second as well, but it's not dealing that much damage. The no-no square commences with that Earth 5 right in the middle, playing merry-go-round with Rollo.
And he can't...
Oh my
Tino's
goodness.
movement is on point. He just did the Rollo to Rollo and danced through all those feathers. And I saw 2 jerk steps right there that were really on point, taking minimal damage, getting another stun. He's doing great here. That was a good return from Rollo, though.
Oh my god, can Rollo actually turn this around even with a deficit on his apostles? Oh my god, he couldn't get the angle in because of the baby cage, and the baby has been caged and couldn't get the return on the gust wind.
And Tino's on point. His movements are absolutely on point right now. He didn't get canceled, I don't think. Oh my god, this is so close. But Tino has to be careful. This is a big return.
The return is going to be huge. The zip zap is going to kill him. And oh my goodness, how? Oh,
Rollo is so clutch.
So clutch.
He's so freaking clutch.
Wow, dude.
Oh, Rollo has no points in his defense. That's another thing. That's why he's getting chunked so heavily. He's pure offense, pure aggro. What the fook is going on?
So that's that's like the really heavy thing when facing against Raulo is that when you're fighting him with if he has a lot of apostles, you're screwed. If he has less apostles, you're still screwed. And he knows how to play both of those. So you need to play on your own strengths. You need to focus on yourself, on how you'll survive and play it. Tino did play really amazing, dude. He like you said, he did the Raulo to Raulo, dude. He was breaking ankles. Like he was playing out of his mind right there, and even Raulo didn't know what to do when he was hiding behind the C5.
Bro, that was impressive stuff right there. That was really strong play. I thought Tino had that. I thought he played that marvelously. But like you had mentioned, it only takes a couple little moments where the AC5 comes out and chonkers happen. Massive chonkers. So now Tino has a big uphill battle. 3-0ing Raulo is going to be a very tough task. But he's shown, hey, he knows how to win this matchup. So let's see if they switch it up or if they stay with the same and they just keep on running it back. And if Tino can, do what's needed to bring this back.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I am excited for this match point. Can Tino get a game off of Raulo, or is this going to be a classic Raulo sweeperoo?
Hey man, he hasn't dropped a game or a series in any of the tournaments I've seen him play in. So he just seems to be Mr. Fuego. Him and 1437 really need to meet because they just keep winning everything, it seems like. But all right, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
It's two universes clashing. It's going to be a big bang in the Gaudiverse if Raulo and 1437 meets at LAN, dude. Or maybe, who knows, there's a lot of events that is pending this year. It doesn't even have to be in Hong Kong. Maybe it could even be in the Philippines, and we could all have some Jollibee right after. But yeah, at this early game, already a quarter held is being dealt onto Tino, using that C5, finding almost nothing, but only one. Has to cast the second one just to get some value off of the other. And the early game pressure coming out of Raulo is really getting to Tino.
Yeah, it is. And nice stun there from Tino to slow Raulo down in his onslaught. And it just seems like Raulo switches it up each game with a new tactic, a new strategy. But Tino's movements have been very strong. He's been getting out of the way. He's been hitting his stuns. There's another one. Both players knocking each other up. And, he got it off. Okay, I thought he got stunned, but he did get off the EC5. That was very close. But he's not getting hit by any feathers. No feathers anywhere.
Not a single feather right there. Tino just not allowing the early game to be on his hands. And oh my goodness, Raulo brings in the Hunter. What an interesting play there, bringing in some extra damage to maybe not help out, deal some damage. Really.
Nice cancel. And, that just means that Raulo has now taken some legitimate damage. And we know Tino has still got EC5s to heal. Another knockup by Tino, taking Raulo into the air. Zipzap's coming through, but another stun. Tino staying on it, staying away from the Zipzaps, not giving Raulo the chance to get in any Zipzap value. And Raulo missed the knockup and gets his Zipzaps canceled. So Tino doing everything right here. It's still a very close game, but Tino is playing very well.
That's true. So when he's on the ropes, he uses the tailwind to get away, just trying to find the angle where he can unload all the mana that he's built up this far. I'm pretty sure Raulo already has 15 mana in the chamber. He's just waiting out all of the stuns. He dodges the first shield bonk, and now here comes the first gust wind. I'm gonna wait for the second. Here comes the second. Does not find anything on the return, and maybe the return of the second will find something there as well. Does not find something on the second, maybe the third, maybe the fourth. Raulo pulling hairs here, just trying to make something happen before the last circle for the C5
happens.
My goodness! The cancellation from Tino into the Zipzap, into the follow-up with the auto, and Raulo takes first blood by Tino.
Well,
wait, not yet. I thought he was dead. He's not dead yet.
Don't count him out until it actually says smash.
Oh my God, it's not saying smash. Come on.
It's not saying smash. Raulo won't die. There's the smash. Oh my, what is this madness? What is this madness?
What is this? It's a new dawn. This is not madness. It's a new dawn, Chief. And it is going insane, man. Wow.
Like, what is this? At any point, it feels like Rollo can still win the game. Like, what the hell?
Right? You just don't count him off just yet. Dude,
Four sets of feathers, bro. Oh my
thought
goodness.
he died. I thought he died, dude. But no, he just doesn't want to go down. Why won't
Four
you freaking
sets of
die?
feathers. And Tino just dancing in between them like an absolute savage. That was so sick, man. That was so freaking sick. Oh my god. I hope somebody clipped that. I can't be clipping and casting. I hope somebody clipped that. That was nutty, bro. Absolutely
very nutty, dude. It was embarrassing for me too. I thought he was already dead in that 1 second, but he just kept going. I thought it was done. All right, so now that we're back into the game, Rallo being a bit more careful now, trying to not take that much damage in the early game. The trades has to be a bit more careful now. The Zip Zap is going to be casted first and dashing into Tino. No Gust Wind just yet. Okay, I think he learned his lesson. He's backing off a bit more early, but it's a bit too late because Tino is now going right after him back. You wanted to zip zap me into this. Let's zip zap. I'm gonna zip zap you right back.
Yeah, they're zipping and zapping and zipping and zapping. And this time we see Rollo getting the knock-up, but, you know, not a lot of damage. Rollo's been taking some damage consistently. Not too much. He's still in a good spot. Everything's chilling. But Tino looks like he's very comfortable right now. And he seems to have Rollo's movements kind of figured out. And Rollo is not able to get a beat on him recently in the last couple minutes of these games. And look at Tino coming in, getting him with all the stuns again, dropping another baby cage, chasing him with the zip zaps, just messing with him left and right.
And oh my god, okay, so the Gust Wind, okay, here it comes. Oh, the Earth C5 is gonna get canceled, and another Gust Wind is gonna be popped out. He gets the hit on the forward. Can he get the return? The return is gonna snare, but it looks like it was just only a single feather. Now the Zip Zap Orb is gonna be applying pressure. It's not gonna cancel the Earth C5, so the Earth C5 is gonna be killing off the last Apostle, but there is still a mage alive on the side of Rallo. Rallo, a mage, and a lot of skill. Can he take down Tino, the cancellation god right now?
Cancels, as you say it. Tino's came out first, so both of them are going to get stunned right there. There's another baby cage coming out. Another knock onto Rollo. He's just going to get toyed with here over and over and over. Oh, but easy back. Was that a cancel? I couldn't tell. Coming out, looking for more stuns. Rollo is stunned up.
Oh, the Gust Wind is going to be canceled, but he needs it once again for the return. But, oh, he dashed in the wrong side. He dashed forward while he dashed forward as well. So he doesn't find the feathers onto him. He's taken very low as well.
Healthy,
another Gust Wind as a Hail Mary pass. Is Tino actually going to get a point off of Rallo? 1 second left. Here it is. We are now at the Desecrated Ground.
Oh, no, it doesn't cancel. And now they're going to have to do the dance, but Tino's not able to get it off. Rollo still has very high HP. And oh my god, there's the big one.
He could not get the RC5 in. Is the return gonna kill him? No, it's not just yet. He doesn't have a single Apostle, but the Gust Wind on the forward doesn't find him once again. Tino dodges, gets the baby cage, but gets killed by the zone. No freaking way, man. Wow.
What is going on, bro? This is not real life.
Tino, this is proving that gods can bleed in this game, man. Oh my gosh. So close. So close to get that point.
This isn't... I'm speechless. I am speechless.
Yeah,
This is absolutely insane, nutty, in the membrane. This needs to go another set. Come on, Tino. I need to see more of this.
Yeah, we need to get this to the fifth round. I'm not sure what Rallo is doing right now, but I guess Tino just has the ultimate shield right now because he could not get bursted down with the Apostles, with the Welcome to the Slam, but slowly realizing the fact that Tino is no longer running the Bait Priest, so he could literally just go full stack Welcome to the Slam on top of Tino, but he's choosing not to do it right now.
Interesting, you know, and like we've seen in all these matches, players switching it up, switching up their styles, switching up their approaches. And it looks like, Tino's really figured out how he wants to use his baby cages. He's been very consistent with those. His movement has been on point. He's dodging a lot of Rollo's smashes, a lot of Rollo's stuns. But when it comes to the late game, Rollo just seems to be the GOAT. Like, it doesn't matter what the situation is, Rollo is always fighting for the win. This has been absolutely insane. Come on, Tino, get this one. We got to see another set, brother.
That's true, because not a single moment. Like, it's like every... Oh my god, it even has the time to emote. Tino just... And also Rollo emotes in return. My gosh, dude. These guys are just beaming each other on stream, finding the time to even do that at a crucial situation, at a crucial point. And which is match point for the side of Rollo. If he wins this round, he wins it all. A new dawn for the West, but it doesn't feel new at all when Rollo is still conquering once again. So Tino, make something happen, man.
Tino better win this after doing that, because he has been playing very well, but still, he has not taken a set, and Rollo is still in control of this series. But at this moment, Tino's in a pretty good spot. Rollo's swapping out, but he's at half health, dropping emotes himself. They just got nothing better to do, apparently. Oh, Tino went for a big play right there. He tried to do a magic bomb into stun. That's a really risky one. It's a lot of mana if you miss, but if you hit it, you look like a legend.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then if you look at that, all of the Apostles are right outside the zone, going to be using that Guardian to maybe stun and slow down Rollo, but doesn't really cancel anything. So Tino is already taken very low, and Rollo does have a ton of mana. 15 seconds left before the zone is going to close into that Earth C5. The Earth C5 gets casted, but of course, Rollo is going to choose not to go in there, but it does slow him down. He's not allowed to go in there. That's my no-no square. 5 seconds left on the clock before the Earth C5 sweet spot is there. Earth C5 can now be casted, but it's not going to be casted right now because he knows Rollo has
he got the cancel.
It's not canceled. Oh my god! It's what we've been waiting for. The Gus would go forward. Rollo now pulling hairs, and
there it is.
Game.
We get to watch more.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I gotta pee. This is too intense.
Tino takes the win. Guts.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee. 1 second. Oh my goodness.
Can bleed. Round 4 and Chief has to pee. Let's go.
I have to pee. Let's go. That was so sick. And then he did have to leave the zone, but only for a second, right? It was only for a second when the dash came in, and then he got back. Oh my. Choi Oi, baby. Choi Oi moments here at A New Dawn. What's right
Choi
back.
Oi?
1 minute. It means like, oh my goodness.
All right, guys, Chief has taken off his headset. We can now say anything we want, and we won't get fired because we will hide the evidence. Don't forget to follow the Twitter below me, the yellow guy. So yeah, Bikata_AA. Just go ahead, follow, and then retweet whatever is on there. Don't worry about it. Chief won't get mad. Nobody will get mad. Just a little bit of, just a little bit of plugging there. Hello, 40 viewers. You're watching the finals right now. Rollo is at match point, and don't forget to follow the Twitter right below my name. I'm not gonna do a giveaway here. That's their job. I'm just here to talk and wait for Chief to finish peeing. Okay. He's not gonna get mad. Thank you, by the way, for Loot Rush for making this all possible. E4E and the production team. Woot 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 woot. And don't forget to follow my Twitter. Woohoo, woot woot. All right. What's up, chat? Okay, let's confuse Chief. Let's confuse Chief by chatting. We can hear you pee. Everyone, chat it. Everyone, say it in the chat. We can hear you pee, Chief. Come on.
Damn.
All right,
son.
guys, welcome back. Nothing has been happening. Those aren't wireless headsets, right?
No.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
Oh, were you talking about me?
Oh no, we weren't.
I'm joking.
We're cool.
Anyway. Wait, you could hear me pee? Or wait, huh? Fried chicken? Oh wow, you could actually. I was so far away. This mic is insane. That's funny. I was like 10, 15 meters away. That was great.
Right? It's crazy.
Oh boy, that's hilarious. We can hear you frying chicken. Chief, it was crystal clear. Your mic might be the goat. That's great. Why do you pee so loud? Oh, Choi Oi again. That's also a Choi Oi moment right there, baby. We're going in to the 4th set. I am so happy we get to cast more of this madness. Biku, great job so far, brother. And here we go again.
All right. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm just clipping something real quick.
Oh boy. I'm gonna hear about this again. I already feel it. All right, so Tino just kind of dancing around, not committing too heavily yet, still has 7 mana in hand. And here we go. The zip zaps begin. The knockups are coming in. And Tino's already taken some damage. Rollo seems to be going more aggressive now. So Tino's going to bring out an EC5, try to heal up. Doesn't get canceled, but very, very close. Nice try from Rollo. Good stun from Tino right there. Double stunning Rollo. Oh boy, that's annoying.
Oh my goodness, dude. The A game and the excitement is right here because I can hear the energy from your voice, man. You might have peed out the negativity because right now it is all hype. The Gust one finds nothing on the forward, but the return could be something, and the follow-up finds Rollo. Tino maybe getting this into a 5th round, maybe. It's possible. I can see it, dude. I can visualize it.
I can see it too. I can definitely see it. He's definitely comfortable now. The first series, it felt like he was just completely out of his element and Rollo was too good. And now it seems like Tino has figured out some of the little tingies and he's able to really hang in there. He's predicting Rollo's movements really, really well. And dropping stun after stun and keeping his mana up.
Yeah, catching him on the follow-up as well. Oh my god, Rollo once again in the situation where he doesn't have most of his apostles available. The ring is closing in and the timer is there. Okay, can somebody put some circles on the timer so everybody actually knows that exists? But here it comes. Oh my god, so that's what you've been doing this entire time, Tino. You sly dog, you're going for a zip zap and copying the zip zap with the card shark as well, applying so much pressure. The gust wind into a lot of things. That was just like 2 or 3 knives, but the return finds nothing. So much pressure onto Rollo, not even a sliver of seconds to breathe.
Nothing. And every set of feathers is going out doing almost nothing. Rollo's getting in some decent damage, but nice cancel from Tino. And another stun. Didn't get the cancel that time, but he at least gets into a safe zone. And Rollo doing really well. Look at Tino's life. This is not over yet, because we know Rollo only needs one little moment to shine. And Tino needs to be careful. Here come the first set of feathers. He's getting low. He's sitting in the zone.
Killed by the zone. My goodness. Oh, he almost had it, and that's what I was talking about. You get Rollo in the ropes there, you're still in danger. Just because you have more apostles than him, you're still in danger. Surgical precision coming out of this guy, and you're not ready for it. You're never ready for it.
5v1. 5v1. That was insane.
You lose HP over time, and once all of his apostles are dead, you don't have anything else to heal off of. So that's why you maybe want to leave a few apostles at the very end there, maybe the less valuable ones, or maybe the ones with more HP. That's usually the trick there, and they're just emoting at each other. Maybe this is gonna work. Hey, maybe I can confuse him by emoting at him, you know?
Hey, I mean, I feel like Rollo, maybe we didn't notice something. He may have changed something, and it seems like he's back in the driver's seat. The early damage making Tino use his EC5s earlier, potentially. Maybe it's just like right there, Rollo gets a nice movement, but he gets stunned when it mattered, when the AC5 was coming out. And another little BM from Tino. They're teammates, so they're friends. But another knockup, and these... I've never seen so many emotes in a game, but Tino's actually lower still. So Rollo's strategy seems to be working pretty well.
All right, yeah, it is working pretty well, but it looks like the early game is now falling into the hands of Rallo. And the same thing he's getting baited out of. He's using his Earth C5 to heal right back up, so it's slow bursts there. So we're slowly trying to figure out how Rallo is playing this game. The play was not to save the Apostles, it was to get Tino to keep using Earth C5 and kill off his Apostles first as early as possible.
And now this game looks much more even as there's 3v3. There's still some Apostles on the ground for Tino to heal up with. But okay, that was big.
Gun to the face, and the stun on the return does not find anything. He does have the prickly personality, but I don't think that's useful at all. Just needs to apply some more pressure. He's already taken at half health. He only has one Apostle to siphon some HP from. The follow-up finds Tino, and will he find the win here? He has majority of his Apostles still alive. Oh my god.
Big cancel there on that EC5 because he needed that HP. And another cancel.
What are you doing, man? Why are you using Earth C5 into nothing? You don't need to be casting that right now. You need to be focusing on not letting Rallo kill you this early. He's trying to heal
on the mage. Yeah, but Rallo was on it. Rallo was on it twice. But there we go. Rallo made a boo-boo. Jumps into the baby cage for no reason. Knocked up. No damage on the shotgun going out. No damage on that one. There is some return damage. Can he get another one?
The return is going to be massive, and is this going to be the win? The Gust is going to fall up. He still has some shield in there. The cancellation could be it, but the return! And we have our champion, a not-so-new Dawn, because this day has been won already by the champ, by the king, by the Nova champ himself, Rallo. Oh my goodness. Claps for all. Yep. Tino played it so well. He showed that gods can bleed, but all that for a drop of blood, dude. Rallo just making it again. Just serving it up big time.
Tino's the first person in a tournament, I think, to take a set off of Rallo, if I'm correct, or did he lose a set against Logic? He may have lost a set against Logic. I'm not sure. But Tino showed he is a true competitor. He is very good at this game. And it was a well-deserved second place. So well done, Tino. Well done, Rallo. We have our champion of the top 16. Both of them are going to be moving on until, the top 8 finals. But for today, Rallo is our champ. And we've got him here with us. Brother, man, how are you feeling?
Yo, what up? Can you guys listen to me?
Yep, we hear you.
Yo, how you guys doing?
Good, man. That was a pleasure to watch. Can you tell us a little bit about the switches you and Tino were making in between games to change the outcomes?
Yeah. So it was pretty funny. Like, I love Tino. I picked him up at the leaderboard. He joined the APGG and he's like a really smart player. So we played against each other a lot. And what happens when you play against someone a lot is that games might look weird because every game is, I know, I know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. So it's like, I know, I know, so I'll play this. So it gets pretty, it gets interesting when you understand what we're trying to do, because it's like, okay, I know you're gonna EC5 at the beginning, so I'm not gonna cancel it, kind of thing. It looks weird. Like some plays that may look like a misplay are actually good in some types of ways. So it's pretty interesting.
That makes sense. Like you want him to play the EC5 early, do the damage, not get any healing out of it. You're actually totally okay with that, Yeah. And I saw a lot of that stuff. That was incredible. Even your movements.
And it's really nice because the games that it looked like I was winning, maybe I was losing. And the games that it looked like I was losing, I was like in a chill spot because I traded HP for good cards. And like, for example, you need to think I run AP5, which is a passive that discounts mana in your cards while you move. Yeah. So in the end game, you know I'm moving, but if you see my POV, sometimes I have like one feather that costs 1 mana. Because I don't play maybe I don't play a feather for, I don't know, 2 minutes of the game or 1.5 minute. You don't see a single feather, so that gives me like a tempo advantage. It's like you save more than 15 mana because you have feathers
Yeah.
that cost less. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
But just to comment on what you said was like on the moments that we saw you were losing, you might be winning or winning, and then you might be losing. But the problem here is that we got so used to you just making these really, really close comebacks, and at like any given moment, even if we don't even count you out yet, even when we feel like in a regular game, if it wasn't you, should be a sure win, you still come back from that. So pardon us for like thinking that way.
no,
Yeah.
no. Of course.
Pardon
And
us
like
mortals.
no. I'm actually I'm not like a goat. I have like a really good planet and good apostles as well, so that counts. But yeah, I am a good player. I know I'm good. I just want to say like there are a lot of good players out there, and Tino is a beast. Like you don't understand the pressure while playing him. And we have we created rule 1. Rule 1 in Rocket League, for example, is if you crash into someone, you can't stop. Like you need to keep on crashing, kind of thing. Like you need to the balance to be to 0. So here, rule 1 is if you get emote, you emote back. And he emoted in the tourney. I was like, fuck, this is rule 1. I can't break rule 1. And I'm like, okay, I'll emote back. And then
no.
he's starting fucking my mind up. You guys didn't realize, but like in the game, I like started misplaying more because I was trying to emote back. So it was a pretty like 200 IQ play. I really like that play. Like,
Yeah. You needed
like,
to build up the
no,
reflex to emote too. Yeah.
I'm not even trolling, bro. Because like, yeah, you need to do stuff in the middle, right? Like you throw an icy one and in mid air you emote, right?
Yeah.
So, it was really fun. Like I just had so much fun, and like Tino is a great player, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to more new like tournaments from E4E. Like, bro, I'm hyped as fuck.
Oh yeah.
I'm really
I'm
hyped.
hyped too, man. I'm hyped too.
Non-stop delivery, Rollo doing it
Stop
again.
delivery.
Delivery!
Delivery.
Well, congratulations. Tell Mario to be ready for Tuesday. We're going to have another episode of Ape TV talking about this tournament this weekend, talking about the end of the season, talking about everything that's going down. So come by on Tuesday, watch some Ape TV with us. Biku, thank you so much for being here with me, brother. What's up?
No, yeah. Just before I leave, like they can meet Mario. If they come.
You want to meet Mario. Mario's the homie. Mario's the absolute homie. So
Mario is a homie, yeah. Biku, you should come meet Mario, bro.
Who's Mario?
Well, come to the next Ape TV show and you'll know Mario, bro.
Send me the schedule. Let's find out if I can go. Let's go.
Okay. I'm down.
All right. Well,
Biku can be invited, bro. I'm down.
Let's go. Let's see first. Let's see the schedule. And yeah, once again, congratulations. It was a pleasure casting here. It was a pleasure casting this entire tournament because, of course, Nova Tournament, Nova Tournament was also an amazing thing. And I want more people to get into that. But seeing as how these different tournaments, these different rules, and these different people, different builds too, coming out of nowhere. Tino was the GOAT. Honestly, Rallo, you're amazing. You're great. You're God. But Tino, though, really, really awesome.
Bro, Tino is the GOAT. He canceled. Maybe you didn't see my POV, but he canceled so many shit, bro. It was so obnoxious to play against.
Obnoxiously amazing teammates on the field and off. Well done, Rollo. Congratulations. And I look forward to seeing you in the top 8 tournament where you'll be playing for your cut of $2,000. So congrats. Biku, congrats to you as well. I'm sure we'll be doing this again in the future.
Yes.
Next time we'll tell you a little earlier next time. But have a great Sunday, my dude. And to everyone on the other side of the world, have a great sleep. And everyone in the middle of the world, I don't know, you're either going to bed or waking up right now. Have a nice day. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Loot Rush, for helping us out. Thank you, Aperon. Thank you, E4E, for holding it down and crushing it. The stream was Beautiful, everything beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So much love. It takes an army, baby. It takes an army. Good job, everybody. And we'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.
Have a great day, you guys.